Oof.
I can't believe they killed Spider-Man in Spider-Man the new movie. Are we live? Oops! Spoilers. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god. Of
Don't be
course.
gay, can't be.
Anyway.
Hello, everybody. It's Thursday night. You know what that means? There's another exciting episode for the Homies Podcast. And tonight we got a very special guest. But before we get to our special guest, Ronan, faggot.
Oh yes, we're 1 minute in and we're already demonetized. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader, here with my wonderful co-host, our special guest, and of course the fat old bastard you know as Phantom X as well too. Yes, Ebola. How are you doing? You plague on this planet.
Get right. It's Ebola vote.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
the plague.
Ebola vote.
You're the Colombian.
Ebola, you're literally named after a plague.
That's right.
You know that-
you
you know
and your
that's
sister,
fair.
Typhoid Mary.
Yeah. That's the Vatlaw's fault for that name, though.
You're welcome.
But
She's welcome.
yeah. But we're here to talk mostly Marvel stuff and a little bit other things as well.
Kreese, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. It's just another Thursday. You could have been anywhere. I did see the brand new day. And yeah, me and Vatlaaw got some things to talk about at the end. So, so stick it
All right.
to that.
All right, everybody. So if you guys noticed the pinned comment, we're trying to help our friend Jessica. She's one of our mods. She also is married to ABF. YouTube is still being a fickle bitch when it comes to monetizing her channel, but she is monetized over on Kick. So if you guys don't mind, go over there and show her some support and show her some love, and follow her on Kick. She's a good woman. She's a friend of the channel, and we're trying to help her out because YouTube won't monetize her channel. She's already got the hours and everything, but they're just not giving her the monetization.
Yeah, the YouTube's being weird, so go to the Kick if you want to, help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what we got first?
I
get
think
an
you had a
intro?
problem with
See,
the
what
Superman.
would we like to cover?
Superman?
I don't
think
get
you
an
have like
intro? What the fuck is this?
Oh,
I even
that-
my bad.
You guys are absolutely terrible. I mentioned our special guest, and this is how you treat them.
Well, Ronan, that's actually bad because, I have figured out why you shaved. Ebola, go
Oh,
ahead
boy.
and throw that image up. And I just want to say, you could have told us sooner. But
Okay.
congratulations for this as soon as he gets it up there. And I'm just trying to kind of milk time here.
Well, he is
You're
gonna
Manny
hate
from
me.
Modern Family.
Nope, he's not Manny. You can see him there.
Oh, okay, I see.
I know all the attention
Oh,
has been on
no.
Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, but I just want to say congratulations.
Oh,
You're on the
no.
marquee with them. That is outstanding there. Part of Fortnite. That's a big step for you, man.
Oh
Damn.
no! Damn!
I told you in confidence that I was going to be dressing up as
So-
Catwoman, okay?
And now,
this was,
you know
this
why
was
he
a
wears-
confident secret because James Gunn came to me and he said, I want you for my DC universe. And I told him, you pay me $1 billion and then maybe I'll dress up as Catwoman.
And now you know why you never see him without the headset. The headset
Exactly.
stays on to cover the pearl necklace.
So I do have a
Oh,
question, Ronan. Did he pay you the $1 billion?
Yes, he actually did, which is why this will be my last show. I'm moving up in the world.
All right, bye.
All right, I wanted to
And
get
that's
that at
why
the
you'll never
beginning.
see a cent of it, Ebola. I was going to give it to everybody else here, including you, but you'll never see a cent of it.
I
I
don't
ain't
think
get-
you'd.
I-
I
I
don't
ain't
think
get
you'd
to
accept
stand up for
anything from James Gunn, or else your son might
Hey,
be
$1
mad at
billion
you.
is $1 billion. Every man's got a price.
That's fair.
And don't say you don't, because
To
you're
be-
lying
to
to
be
yourself if you
To be
do.
I
fair,
can't-
$1 billion is a hell of a
Be
price.
fair.
That's completely
Come on!
fair.
Do your intro, damn it!
That was
did.
it. I just wanted to stop and make sure I got my fucking hits in on Ronan. I would have named everyone else, but I saw that one earlier today, and I'm like, with the ears. Oh my!
I gotta hire an artist. just to give me a new backdrop.
I know a good one.
That's your backdrop is Catwoman.
No, I know an artist you could hire. His name is Grok.
Ah.
All right, take us out of this. Let's start hitting topics, brother.
Anyway, Superman.
So
I
what
think
is
you
this
gotta like
exactly about Superman, Kreese?
It's not. I remember Phantom saying he wanted to rant about something about Superman.
Oh, right. No, I know what it was he was talking
Sailor
about.
fucking
Sure.
let's
Sailor
talk,
Superman.
let's talk about this god awful, dumb fucking cartoon. My Adventures with fucking Superman. Was it season 3 now? I can't
I
remember
think
what
so.
season.
Yes, I think we're on season 3 now with this crap.
This show is so infuriating. We got fucking Superman, Sailor Superman, his Sam suits and his DNA, and now he's shared his powers with Jimmy Olsen, with Lois Lane, and a few other fucking. Even Lex Luthor gets some of his powers in this fucking new series. And Ebola, if you pull up that picture I put, so apparently Jimmy Olsen's now a fucking Kamen Rider
Okay.
in this fucking show.
Yeah, I didn't have any of this pulled up, so Ebola, do your thing.
Ebola
You
vote.
gotta remember, this is James Gunn, guys. This is James Gunn.
Well, see, that's the thing, though, is that this isn't. Well, obviously, this isn't exclusively in James Gunn's universe, clearly, but because James Gunn happens to be head of DC at the moment, at least the film aspect, yeah, this is clearly his because none of this stuff.
Studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of this gets approved without his say so. So
Yeah.
he's
probably
basically
just
kind of
saying-
okaying this.
He's basically saying like, I'm not gonna be here anyway in the next couple of things. So do whatever. Let the whole entire thing
yeah.
burn down.
Well,
Jesus.
first off, you're slightly incorrect here. He's second in charge at DC. His wife is in charge of DC. Let's get that
my
clear
bad.
right now.
My bad.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, my bad. Like, you know.
I'm actually inclined to believe that that's the case. God.
Dude, this show is just so fucking horrendous on like what they're doing with it. It's like they completely have bastardized the fucking IP of Superman.
Bastardized.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
go ahead.
What you said.
Easy for him to say.
With this fucking cartoon series where literally like in season 2, Kara Zor-El, fucking Supergirl was Zod. She was literally Zod in this. We were all led to believe that it was Zod, but it was her. Fucking she's and fucking now that Superman's supposedly kryptonite, when he gets close to the Superman, the kryptonite grows from his body, and he has this internal power source. Internal power source is where he gets his powers from. And when he gets this, like, and fucking Jonathan Kent from the future shows up. Oh my god, this last season has been so fucking stupid. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
The plot you're describing sounds like the Saturday Night Live parody of Superman, which makes me to believe I know where James Gunn came up with the idea at.
No, I mean literally. So like now with every like they team up with Mr. Mixie, right? They team up with him, and fucking Luthor. Now Luthor knows that Superman's Clark Kent. He knows now in the cartoon. He knows now. He just knows now. Because he fucking shows him. God, I fucking hate this fucking series, man. Just give us back the fucking Superman the animated fucking series, for Christ's sake. Give us fucking Clancy Brown as fucking Lex Luthor and shit. Just take us back, for Christ's sake. This is
You know something?
so
Honestly, that kind of
stupid.
reminds me of when what was it? It was earlier, like a few weeks ago. We'd actually watched we were watching it was for Superman Day. We had watched Superman Batman World's Finest.
Yeah.
For the adventure, God, what Superman the animated series? That's what it was called. I almost mistook it for this stupid shit here. But yeah, I remember watching that, and just the storytelling in that one, the acting from like a lot of the actors themselves, like Tim Daly as Superman, Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor, all of it was fantastic, and of course Kevin Conroy as Batman. It was such a phenomenal special. But then now we have this. I thought there could have been some potential with this show from the first season, but even then, the first few episodes when like Superman meets with Lois and kind of like gives him the little interview, like when you compare that to the interview that Superman gives to Lois in Superman the animated series, it's like a world of difference in terms of how Clark as Superman kind of answers the questions that Lois gives. Like between the two, it's like a huge world of difference. Like you feel there's a higher layer of confidence when Clark dons, the cape and suit. Meanwhile, here, it's like the dude doesn't know how to answer it, but he's just trying to basically say, "Oh, I'm here, just to do the right thing." That's what I'm here for. And it's like, come on, man, just you're Superman. You are one of the most powerful people on this planet. Have some more backbone to when you're answering these questions to Lois. But whatever. I'm just glad that the show really went off the rails in the sense of basically becoming fucking Sailor Moon, Superman, Kamen Rider, Superman, and whatnot. Because none of that really captures my interest. If I want to watch Sailor Moon, I'll watch Sailor Moon. If I want to watch Kamen Rider, I'll go and watch Kamen Rider. I don't want or need any of that shit in Superman.
But the thing is though, like James Gunn is taking stuff from this cartoon because in the cartoon the Kryptonians are conquerors, right?
Yeah,
they're fucking conquerors, and it makes no sense.
They started doing that because of Invincible. That's the problem. Invincible, you have the Viltrumites, obviously, but that's in the Invincible universe. That's what Robert Kirkman wanted to write for that universe. There's no reason to turn the Kryptonians into conquerors when we've already seen that with a bunch of other ones. And then of course James Gunn does it in his film where you have freaking Bradley Cooper as Jor-El basically speaking in their alien language saying, "Go conquer the planet and have a harem of human women." It's like, oh, okay, thanks.
I mean, to a certain extent, they kind of did a little bit that in Superman and Lois, to be fair, and everything. But it's like, it's it's a little bit of like Zack Snyder's fault. It's a little bit of this modernism of nihilism's fault too, or whatever. Because like everybody wants to have this evil Superman thing. It's just it's just been a fad for the last 10 years or whatever.
The evil Superman thing hasn't. So it's been a fad. I will agree with you with that, but it's not really so much for like the past 10 years. It's happened.
It feels like it.
No, it feels like it, but it's been going on for much longer than that. That's what I'm trying to say is that like we've had it since the days of like comics like Irredeemable or comics like.
Well, hell, we had that. We had that with Cyborg Superman, which was it was Superman. It was evil Superman, but it was Hank Henshaw as a robot. That's where it started at.
There was another. I mean, there was one episode in Superman the animated series where Superman literally took over the whole entire Earth, him and Lex Luthor and everything. It's been done. It's been done before. It's just like since it's been occurring a lot lately and everything. It's just gotten like really boring, really annoying, and I haven't watched like not one episode of this. However, I don't plan on doing it. But from just watching a couple of just like the clips and things like that, it seems like it's an anime fan that wanted to make Superman anime, and they just didn't do a good job. That's what I'm looking at.
No, but having it where the fucking suit's part of his goddamn DNA, and he does a magical girl transformation, that was probably the biggest abominations I've ever fucking seen. Ever.
The only thing I kind of will give a positive to this now that we have the photo here. The only thing I'll give a positive is I kind of like the design of Kara just because it reminds me of Saber from the Fate series. But again, that just only further proves the fact that it was basically an anime fan that made this series.
That's what I
Like,
said.
they
I will
wanted to
say the
basically make a
animation-
Superman anime.
It also kind of looks like they're slightly using the season 5 onwards suit from the CW show, because that's
Right.
kind of how the suit looks in
Yeah.
season 5 onwards. Has the sleeves and that outfit,
They even
and
said
also at
that-
least the animation looks
Yeah.
decent for an anime, but as a Superman movie, a Superman show doesn't really work the same.
Mhm.
Well,
They also
It-
said that with Kara or whatever, like she's supposed to be like a representation of Android 18. Like she got her homage from Android 18.
Well, the first season, no, well, I forget whatever season it was that she first showed up in. Like she has
Second.
the getup.
Second.
Like the second
Yeah.
season, she has a full getup with like the jacket and the
Yeah.
long sleeve shirt and everything. Yeah, she looks like Android 18. But now
Yeah.
here in the later seasons, she basically looks and feels a lot more like Artoria from Fate and whatnot, which is kind of that's the one thing that I kind of like, because I actually like that character.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyways,
You like a character that's basically female King Arthur? Who would have thought?
It's fan fiction. It's fan fiction with a budget and licensing.
Wait,
It's
isn't
basically
Saber
what it comes
basically
down to.
female King Arthur?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
basically.
just
it's-
double,
but it's written
just
really-
double check.
It's
I was
written really
double-checking.
good though. Like that's just the thing. Like it's not
Yeah.
just stupid. Like
Right,
Yeah.
right.
they
Dude,
kind
I
of make
ju-
it make sense.
Dude, I just hate all the fucking aspects of like the kryptonite in this like inner power source that he fucking has, which it's not. He doesn't have this like inside of him. There are these Kryptonian cells that generate his fucking power. I'm like, the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? It's so fucking stupid, and he loses his powers because he gets overwhelmed with kryptonite, and the kryptonite grows out of his skin. I'm like, that's not how Superman does it.
So they were trying to do the whole. What was that Iron Man suit that does the same thing?
The bleeding arc armor.
So they were trying
The
to do
Bleeding Edge.
bleeding edge with Superman.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Weird, but okay,
it's-
interesting.
The show is just.
What up, Jeff?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell this motherfucker who created this show was smoking or drinking, but damn, you need to lay off that shit. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Is that your next
Yeah.
T-shirt?
I
Don't-
think
don't
the
do
next thing
drugs,
is
Tampa?
Rings of Power or whatever. You got Rings of Power. New
Rings-
You
Rings
know
of
what? I
Power.
retract my statement on don't do drugs. You might need some to get through this next segment.
Yeah, might as well. Let's
All right, let's
Jump
get
right
this
into
over
it.
with.
hold on. I got it.
Okay.
I'm about to go ahead and share the screen here.
Speaking
I
of
need
which, for no,
everybody
Okay.
to kind of brace themselves on this.
for
This
no
is coming
reason
from
whatsoever,
Ronan,
subscribe
Ronan.
to Jess.
Hold on. You got. We just got 100 joules from Jeff up north.
Hey, 100 joules. Let's go.
Hey.
And it's a nice little marshmallow
marshmallows,
high.
apparently.
Marshmallow High.
How nice.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right,
This comes-
me and Bolus definitely got some stuff to say on
Yeah.
this shit.
This comes from Discussing Film. Simon Pegg has been cast as the voice of Balrog in The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Season 3, or as I like to say, the voice of the Balrog. Go on.
Okay.
The voice
Share
of
your
the kitchen.
opinions.
I'll let Ebola go first.
Okay, first,
Since
thank
he
you.
loves the show.
Hey, I'm gonna.
K Jelly 3. K Jelly 3.
Yeah, K-Dre
And
3,
Jules.
happy poop.
Happy
Thank
poop.
you.
Well, I'll put it like this: you're half right. It is definitely poop.
Yes.
That actually is a very good time because we're talking about Rings of Power, which is in fact poop. Anyway, this is retarded. First off, because last time I checked, the Balrog doesn't really have a voice unless it's speaking evil, which it is. The two times, I guess the only time we've seen a Balrog actually in live action, and it doesn't really speak. Even in the game's representation of the Balrog, it's just screaming. There's no time it speaks. It doesn't need to speak. I guess if you want a voice actor for its growling, but get a voice actor that's good at doing animal and creature sounds, not a well-known actor.
But
This doesn't make
Ebola,
sense.
At that point, you should be
Ebola.
hiring Frank Welker instead.
I would say the guy who did Appa and Momo from the Avatar and stuff like that.
Ebola. But Ebola, tell everybody what the Balrog is supposed to help Sauron do in this season.
Conquer Middle Earth.
No, he does something else. He helps him create the one fucking ring.
Right. Also, he's fighting that Balrog, which doesn't make sense.
Everything hurts.
But
I'm
Vatlaaw.
tired.
But Vatlaaw.
I'm tired, boss.
Have you read any of Tolkien's works at all? Anything?
Yeah, it's obviously I've read The Hobbit. Pretty much The Hobbit is almost required like universally in like eighth grade for people to read through. Saying that, like, I haven't read through The Lord of the Rings, which was not segmented into movies, so I don't know if there's any actual speaking parts among the Balrog. Okay. Obviously, it was not decrypted on screen by Peter Jackson, even in the extendeds.
Okay, so the thing is, so we all know that Melkor is the creator of the Balrogs, and they were his foot soldiers, right? They were his heavy hitters. They were his tanks when he created them, to go out and do like the heavy lifting and stuff, because they helped build his fortress, his first fortress, and they were his main fighting force before he started creating the orcs and the goblins. The thing is, like, some Balrogs in the Silmarillion could talk, but they only talked black speech. But it was only one that supposedly dies before the events of this bullshit.
Oh yeah, they haven't given a fuck about canon. Though.
And the thing is, the Balrogs aren't supposed to even be shown up in this time period at all.
No,
in general,
they're not supposed to show up until the beginning of the Third Age. It's the end of the Second Age, the beginning, because
you guys got to remember how fast and loose these guys, the Amazons, basically playing with the lore that they have here. How many pages is it that they have that they can use? Yes, the appendices of the Silmarillion. That's all that they have. They don't have any of the extra information, but for some reason they're still able to kind of add some of this extra stuff in there. And that's why they have Gandalf, like the one elf that. Sorry, not the one elf. The one wizard. The one wizard who they didn't say his name in the first season.
They weren't supposed to say.
Now they're saying his name, but it is Gandalf.
It strikes me, and it's just now striking me. Could they be violating like canon so badly they want the fucking contract terminated so they don't have to pay it all out?
Vatlaaw. I'm gonna tell you something else out there. I'm gonna tell you something else out there. So in the trailer, you see Sauron in Mount Doom, right? The thing is, he's got the crown, he's got his armor on, but you see his face, which we all know that when Sauron becomes full evil in the Silmarillion, his body hardens. So that's not armor he's wearing; that's his outer skin that becomes hardened, and he doesn't even have a body inside, because he becomes the armor itself. He's just energy inside of the armor.
So Phantom, I double checked. The appendices from Lord of the Rings, which is what they're adapting, is only 268 pages long.
Yeah.
They literally only have the appendices from Lord of the Rings, which basically goes over the entire timeline of Lord of the Middle Earth and stuff, but doesn't go into detail. So they're only using 268 pages. They're trying to make 5 scenes out of this one single.
To be fair, that was about the size of The Hobbit, and they adapted that into 3 movies. Granted, it sounded like Peter Jackson wanted it to be 2, and even 2 would have been rough for a book of that
2 would have
size.
made at least sense. The studio wanted a trilogy, which you can't make a trilogy out of The Hobbit, which realistically only two movies would have made sense. Maybe even just one big long movie.
Yeah, it's just a whole jumbled mess. And if Tolkien knew what was going to happen to his rights, he would have had them fucking expire and would have had it go public domain, and that way nobody would have been able to fuck with it at all.
Honestly, if the sacrifice is the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit movies doesn't exist for this to never happen, I will take that trade.
Dude,
I'm
this,
opposite.
out of all this, that's like really like infuriating. The Balrog is not helping Sauron create the fucking One Ring. He does that his fucking by himself.
Yeah,
What the actual fuck? What the
and he's
actual
fighting
fuck?
the Balrog with what is it?
A hammer. A
No,
fucking hammer.
No, he's not fighting. He's fighting with what was his old master's name?
Morgoth's crown.
Morgoth's crown.
Crown. Yeah, crown.
You made me kind of just think of something though, Vatlaaw, when you said I was either you or Ebola. One of you guys said that like before Tolkien died, he should have just put this whole thing up as public domain.
It would maintain its trademark up until the point where it went public domain, which written in World War I, it wouldn't be up yet. It'd be starting to get close, but it wouldn't be up yet. And granted, they can do whatever, but it's not canon after that. It's just them fucking with something in public domain.
Right. No, okay, no. The reason I say that is because, like, if that had been the case, it makes me curious then. Let's say we didn't just have Amazon Pictures making a Lord of the Rings thing, and they had a bunch of different studios trying to make Lord of the Rings things. Like, do you think some studios or some independent filmmakers would have made something much better that would put the Amazon show to shame? Or
yes,
it's just a question of curiosity.
Like, give it to like,
but also no. Because public domain, it would not be the only ones. It would not be one studio working on it. It might be a bunch of different independent people making it.
Right. I don't know. We could see a Lord of the Rings anime if that was the case.
We did see Lord of the Rings anime. What the fuck?
Animated, but not anime.
It was animated by
existed. Shit, I was referring to the old 70s movies.
It was an okay. The Riders of Rohirrim was an okay movie. It wasn't anything special, though.
Everybody hated it. Everybody hated it.
I was looking at it just as a movie. It was okay. Obviously, there's everything surrounding story-wise was a mess.
Because they basically they did a story about a girl with no name.
Yeah, that was the issue. Like, she was the daughter of the king, but she wasn't relevant in the story at all.
Yeah, I was referring to a better animated movie about Lord of the Rings, you know, where
The Hobbit?
They accidentally join an orc marching party and then start a race riot a little later on.
Oh, Return of the King.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, hey Vatlaaw, by the way,
there's a way.
Next year we're gonna be doing we're gonna be talking about the Lord of the Rings by Ralph Bakshi. So we are gonna be watching. We're gonna be talking about the Bakshi films.
Yeah, but there's an exact moment where Frodo walks up to an orc and he asks the orc a question, and he's like, "No, the human said to wait, and you call yourself an orc?" And that immediately hits to where they're like, "You know what? He's right. We're rioting."
Oh God. Speaking of orcs, what's on TV, Kreese? No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Masuko Tensei.
Did you see did you find the picture of Sauron's fucking throne that they're using?
Let's take a look at this last thing, and then I guess we'll move on to the next topic.
No, you guys are cooking.
Apparently, what is it? We had some not footage, but like shots and like pictures, basically, of what's come out for season 3 of Rings of Power, and we have an official image of Sauron's throne, which is just basically just melted helmets all come together, which I don't get it 100%. I'm not sure, because as much as I wish I would like to be into Lord of the Rings and like know a lot about this stuff, I don't understand where they're going with that. It just kind of feels like they're trying to Game of Thrones the whole thing again.
Happy Jessica. Unrelated to anything else. Happy Jessica.
What they're doing is they're trying to basically do their own Game of Thrones, and you can't do Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings together.
Right.
Dude, I love the memes that are coming out of this. Somebody took the throne and put dicks on top of the fucking helmets. It's hilarious as hell.
Of course. Oh God. Oh wait. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I think this might be.
Yeah.
A good image here. Oh nope. Let me go back. It's the wrong one. Image, new tab.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
But the thing with Lord of the Rings is like, yeah.
Okay, I got it.
I've read Tolkien's work, so I've read everything from everything he's put out there, right? And I've had a chance to watch some of this fucking monstrosity, and I tease Ebola, I tease Jess. This shit is fucking disgraceful. It's fucking disgraceful.
I mean, look, this kind of I share the sentiments because I had to watch fucking 2 seasons of Fallout.
Yeah.
Then that shit was, for as many good things as there was a lot of horrendous shit that just keeps matching a lot of the newer games like 4 and Fallout 76. And you all know my opinions on those 2 games at this point now, seriously. Yeah. But I can understand the plight when it comes to them, especially because Tolkien wrote an absolute masterpiece when it came to Lord of the Rings. Like, it's nowhere near the same level of like gravitas and importance to like something like the Odyssey.
Impact.
But in terms of modern Western canon, let's put it that way, modern Western canon, not like a foundation of Western canon, Tolkien's works is absolutely amazing because of just how rich the world it is that he designed, how impactful the kind of like spiritual nature that exists within Lord of the Rings is. And the fact that you have a retarded company in Amazon basically butcher the hell out of it by doing a lot of the changes that they're making is probably the most painful thing that I could see. It's shocking.
It is one of the most probably one of the most insulting bastardization of any source material, because also Tolkien said he didn't want it made into any epic medium.
Tolkien, like when he was alive, he was very adamant about who it was going to adapt it when it came to film or cartoon. He argued with a bunch of different studios when it came to the rights for this because he wanted it to be done right. And like this is the stuff that I know about because of so many different people who I've watched go in depth ad nauseum talking about how Tolkien was as an individual, how he was as an author, how he was as a person in general, basically, and he was very protective of this series to the point that he never wanted to make a sequel trilogy because of just what he was writing was starting to get so dark that he almost felt like it basically undoes the amazingly, triumphant and happy ending that the trilogy itself has.
Well, you gotta think though, in this fucking series, they had it where Galadriel was falling in love with Sauron, for Christ's sake.
Which didn't happen. No. Sauron avoided Galadriel because he was afraid she would detect him. Also, like, it took his son to get other of the books published after he died, and even his son did not like the Lord of the Rings movies.
It's his grandson. It's his grandson that's pulling this bullshit.
Simon Nolan is jealous of Christopher and his grandfather.
Tolkien.
Simon Tolkien
Nolan
is a failed author.
To be fair, Christopher Nolan's been a name uttered frequently lately, so give him a pass.
Yeah. Did I say Christopher Nolan?
Yes.
Yeah, you said Christopher Nolan.
But it's like J.R.R. Tolkien. Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien probably wouldn't like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, the one we got that's a masterpiece. Why? Because it wasn't his books.
His son said they were too epic.
Well, they turned them into war movies.
Yes,
basically is what it comes down to, and that's not what the books were about. But the books are too long to make into movies any other real way.
You can't add everything.
Like there are jokes in the gaming community of walking simulators. If we had those movies would be walking movies.
Yes.
much.
Right.
For what happened.
There'd be a
So
lot of
they had,
talking.
they had to work within what they had available, and
Got-
started talking. It's you go back and you look at those books. There's a lot of graphic detail on getting place to place.
Vatlaaw,
Right.
I think you agree with me on this. Like the '70s cartoon, The Hobbit was really good because they had the music and stuff in it, and the animation was decent for the time. Ralph Bakši's Lord of the Rings, because it was Fellowship and the Two Towers combined, was a great movie with rotoscoping.
Yep.
And then when they went back and they did Return of the King, another great animated movie. Now Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, greatest movies of all time, hands down, greatest movies of all time.
Nothing comes close. No matter what they say, the Odyssey is not better than that movie.
No. I was going to say the only three that come close are the original Star Wars trilogy, and I would still pick Lord of the Rings over that. But I mean, there's a conversation at least there. As far as the old movies, I'll say this: I will lump myself into the Phantom category. We're a bit older than the three of you, thus seen a bit more into the older stuff. If Campia was here, he'd be right there in the camp with us as well. But it's one of those to where now you would have to get past the animation.
Yeah.
But the voice acting, to an extent, the music there, but I mean, there's a little bit of the 70s thrown in that. You can tell where it's disco-related beats for some of the songs from the older Lord of the Rings. But, like, if you watch it, there will be moments you're laughing through it, and it does tell the correct stories. So, yes, I am in agreement with Phantom on those. Like, if it's like, go watch the new animated movies or watch the old ones you've seen before. You can take the new animation movie. It might look pretty, but you can take it, shine it up all nice, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up your candy ass.
Because the thing with the original Hobbit, it was one movie, and they fit the book in that one animated movie. The entire book is in that one animated movie. There might have been like a couple things taken out of it, but it was from start to finish one fucking movie.
And for the most part, that movie was very accurate to the books. Like, they even had the Raven scene, which is an integral part to how Smaug died.
Yeah.
Well, heck, for the new Hobbit, the trilogy Hobbit, what was it? Battle of the Five Kings, Battle of the
Five Armies. That Raven was never
3 paragraphs in the book. And they weren't even that descriptive.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the live-action movies, the Raven was never part of the reason why Smaug died. He just saw the hole and just shot the arrow right in the where the injured part was.
Yeah.
Which that's not how it worked.
So what we got up next?
Next one.
We got the trailers.
Trailers.
We got the Lantern trailer, which probably can't.
Doesn't have any green in it.
It does have green in it, but we're gonna have to put it on silent because Warner Brothers, HBO.
Ebola, you got that one up?
I will say this much.
Okay.
Like, now I have a new concern about this because they're trying to say that the Manhunters are shapeshifters, which they don't have that ability.
They tried to make the Manhunters into Martians.
Okay, fine. Now, let me ask this real quick then before we start the trailer. Martian Manhunter from like Justice League Unlimited, and like a bunch of other stuff before. He's Martian. Is he the only one that has that shape-shifting ability?
Yes. Yes. Let me give a backstory about the Manhunters from the comics.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this real quick.
So the Manhunters were the first attempts of the Guardians to create a police force for the universe. Right? They created them. They're robotic. They wasn't human, and it was like a Terminator thing. They become self-aware. They turned on the Guardians, and the Guardians like, okay, we got to do something better. So they created the first power battery, and they created the rings. So the Green Lanterns are the replacements of the Manhunters. They never had the powers to shapeshift at all, period, because they were fucking robots.
So Martian Manhunter is the only one that has that special capability. That's his power.
powers.
That's what he can do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just John Johns. No, none of these other beings that are supposedly called manhunters. All right.
No.
Before you hit play, I just small note here. The ratio there. Apparently, this thing isn't hated. Like now, granted, 30 million views to 144K likes. You could say it's kind of apathy. Either that, or it's getting a lot of background views. But 3.6K down with this many views, it's apparently inoffensive to most of the people watching it.
Yeah, the thing another thing, like I'm having trouble with it, is the dynamic between Hal and fucking John. I fucking hate I hate this shit.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this shit.
Let's go ahead and play it.
Do you want it muted or not?
I'll just let it play. I'll just take it out.
We're gonna get hit anyway.
It's probably
Even
gonna
if
have
we
music.
put it on mute, even if we
Yeah,
put
it's
it on
probably
mute,
gonna have
we're
music.
get hit.
We
And
got
you
it.
autoplay on.
Yep.
All right.
We got the fucking manhunters from the comic books, or is this going to be how they're going to introduce John Jones to fucking?
We don't
That's
know.
my worry. Is that's how they're going to introduce Martian Manhunter?
That's the concern I had, because as soon as they said manhunters, the first one that jumped into my head was Martian Manhunter. It was John Johns that I was thinking that, because I'm not as big of a comic book guy, especially with Green Lantern. Like, he's a cool character. I just never really looked up much into him.
I think they're just doing their own thing.
No, that's what I imagine is happening here, but it is also kind of them, cherry picking stuff from the comics and just throwing it in there. So hardcore fans who have grown up looking at this stuff, they're going to be kind of confused at what's happening.
Dude, but the thing is, but when it's supposed to be the modern era, right? There's only one Martian left, and that's fucking John Jones. He's the last living, and he's supposed to be alive for, like, he's the last son of fucking Mars, and he's supposed to be alive for at least 700 to 800 fucking years at this point.
Right.
And I'm like, they talking about the Manhunters, and we see this guy, he transforms. So it's like, is it? It's like they're confusing everybody. Like, this John Jones, this is going to be the Manhunters.
The only other Manhunters is, it's the White Martians or whatever. Those are the only ones that can.
They're not Manhunters. They're not Manhunters.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm saying that they can
on.
also transform. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, it's James Gunn, so just take your can and throw it out the window.
Is James Gunn? Don't think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
He's taking and picking what continuities he wants to go with, and he's jumbling them together like Frankenstein's monster.
Right. I mean, like that, like the Superman movie was kind of proof enough of that, considering he went with all season Superman and then gave him a Kingdom Come symbol on the suit. So yes, this is basically how James Gunn's handling it. He is cherry picking things from the comics and then cherry picking from his own life. Like, take a look at it, Crypto. Yeah, pretty much. So that's where we're at with the DCU at this point.
No, GCU is the GCU.
Right, I forgot. Yes, GCU, not DCU.
I'll say for this, from an entertainment perspective, what I have seen is not offensive. Yeah, it's offensive from a canonical and like that doesn't make sense perspective. From an entertainment one, I've seen nothing to really offend me. Like, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing?
Can I say something right quick?
Yeah, it's a murder mystery.
Fuck you, Campion, sending me that goddamn meme of me on Guy Gardner. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Sent it to him.
Yeah,
he sent it to me too.
Yeah.
I knew Phantom wouldn't show it himself if he was in control of it.
Right.
That's why he sent it to you all.
Ebola, go ahead, play it. Continue it.
Yeah. Play the trailer.
Sinestro, I'm sorry, dude. Every time when I see Sinestro, I thought that was Robin Williams for a hot minute, dude.
Oh man, Celestro.
Hey, maybe we were too harsh on the Ryan Reynolds movie.
I thought that was Robin Williams for a good minute. I was like, did he just come back from the grave? That's creepy, dog. Like,
Ebola, I agree with you. I guarantee the fucking Ryan Reynolds movie is going to be beloved when this shit comes out.
Yeah, because Sinestro at least look decent, and like there's at least green in the movie. Maybe a bit too much, but there's green. You can tell he's Green Lantern.
Go ahead, Ronan.
I wouldn't say a
But
bit
no,
too
but I
much because it's dark as hell, man. We're talking Zack Snyder's levels of dark here
That
on
is-
the
that's-
fucking
that's
coloring.
true.
Right. No, I was gonna say, like, before I watched FNT, like, and found out who the heck the actor was that played that's playing Sinestro here. For the longest time, I was like thinking, is that supposed to be Robert Duvall or something? But no, apparently it's somebody called Ulrich Thompson. Like, I think he was in some other show that he was popular recently. I don't know, but I don't watch a whole lot of modern TV nowadays, considering how a lot of it's pretty shit. If I'm honest.
Yeah,
but
this whole entire show looks dark, dusty, and like it doesn't look like the green. Okay, once again, I have said this plenty of times. Like, you would think that the Green Lantern Corps thing, this is like James Gunn's wheelhouse. This is something that he'd be good at. You know what I'm saying? This was like I would think a project that he could take over and just.
Well,
say,
he's good. He's good at cosmic stuff. That's what it is.
Yeah,
He
that's
knows
what I'm
how to do
saying.
space shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
trying-
like, this could have been his thing, and why is it on Earth? Why is it a murder mystery?
Are they
Like, why
trying
is
to
it...
do Green Lantern Walker?
Well,
Yeah, Walker Texas Ranger with Green Lantern. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand this.
We have
also-
to remember the
this is-
important thing. We have to remember the important thing. The guy that wrote this is the same dude that created fucking Watchmen 2018.
Yeah,
Shaman Lindelof.
that show was
That's
awful.
the important thing. That's the important thing we got to remember.
The other moment here, Ronan, you're having a bit of a Ripa moment. Robert Duvall has passed.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Hey,
Nobody told me he was dead.
Ronan, I'm sorry to say this, but Sean Connery died.
Well,
What?
here's the other part of that. He did pass in February, and I'm fairly certain he was retired before that, though. Like
Yeah.
his passing was bad because they didn't find him for like a week or two after, if you'll remember that.
Yeah.
I
Like it was
remember
him
that story,
and his
yeah.
wife went around the same time.
That
Saying
wasn't
that,
Robert
we,
Duvall. That
Wait.
was Gene Hackman. That was Gene
oh, that was Hackman. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it was Hackman where that happened.
He did go in February, but the other point of this is it could be a Ray Park scenario. It is Ray
Yeah.
Park, right? That I'm thinking of, to where he
The
did
Darth
the
Maul?
season, and then he Ray Parker. But no, I thought whoever was the guy, and not the Acolyte. What was the other one? Was it? It was one of
he
the
was
fucking
small.
Disney. Forget about
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka. That was the one.
It's Ray Stevenson.
Ray Stevenson.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
No, I
Ray
remember
Park.
that.
I thought you were dead. Ray Park's probably still alive.
He's just mentally not
that's
there.
Snake. That's Snake Eyes, isn't it?
Yes, that's
Whoops.
All right, Ebola. Let's finish this up.
Yeah.
The other trailer.
Hey, at least it's more green.
I will say this: like, aside from the music, if you did not know the canon, there is very little offensive shit in that. But those are, one is universal, the other is a very big if.
I don't know about this one, man. Like, I thought this will be the one to like say like, okay, we're good, but I don't know anymore.
We're not talking True Detective season 1 here.
Dude,
We're talking
I
like
hate
True
this-
Detective season 2 with
Dude,
this shit.
I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to watch this. We're gonna have to watch this.
We're
gonna have to. We're gonna have
It
to.
comes. What was it?
I'm-
Did it say August 16th?
August 16th.
I will be Eric Cartman for this scenario of
I'm-
you guys.
I'm going home.
I'm
Look,
gonna die by the
all I'm
by the
saying
time
is this.
February
All I'm saying
arrives.
is this. I think I would watch Lanterns if we had this actor on instead. Ebola, go ahead and show it.
Yeah, I'm showing it.
Fuck you, Ronan. Fuck you, Ronan. Oh, did you see that Guy Gardner is supposed to be in this? Guy
Right.
Gardner.
Yeah,
is-
he
is
showed-
supposed to be in this.
he showed up
No,
on
he was
in the
on this
trailer
tra-
just
yeah, he
now.
was on
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
he was in the trailer.
Yeah.
But
Yep,
no,
he was in the trailer.
Ebola, you are correct. Premiering August 16th, which should be a Sunday. I haven't looked into it, but should be.
I'm in the camp
Yay.
of I really don't care. This is just more fucking cape slop for me at this point. That's kind of where I'm at with like a lot of stuff. With obviously, we're going to talk about this a little later in the show, with the exception, of course, of Spider-Man. But I'm pretty much at the point of like I don't care for any more of any of this cape slop stuff. Not even with the fucking
Hate slop.
leak. Yeah, cape slop. Like
cape
even
slop.
with I mean, you could call it cape shit, cape slop, however you want to say it, but like I just don't care for most of this
slop
stuff.
seems to be the popular word because AI slop, friend slop games, stuff like that.
Right.
Although, like most of us
I like
enjoy
that cape
friend slop game.
That's a good
Cape
one.
slop.
Yeah, Ronan, that is a good one. You should kind of put your name on attached to that. Coming up with that.
Yeah, I guess I should.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Now we're gonna watch another fucking
Another
God.
trailer.
Hey, Vatlaaw, at least now you're lucky you're not going through a drive-through because we got to talk about fucking trainee in a fucking movie now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the Odyssey?
No,
Not that tranny, but it's another one.
New Blade Runner.
The new Blade Runner 2099. I got it pulled up here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to AP.
Yes, shout out to AP. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio on this. But yes,
AP,
we
this
have.
is your
We have
great.
Hunter Schafer and Michelle Yeoh starring in Blade Runner 2099, which is supposed to be a sequel to Blade Runner 2049.
I guess out of all things, it makes sense for Hunter Schafer to be in a Blade Runner movie or show.
I will say this. At some point, I am going to have to super chat when AP and Ronan are on the show to make sure AP calls him daddy.
You can do that Sunday. You can do that Sunday.
Oh boy! All right, I'm hitting the button. Tell me if you hear it. They constantly show throughout all these, all these like shows when it comes to Blade Runner. It's an iconic shot.
It's a trope,
ends up. Yeah, it's a trope basically for this specific series.
After saying like, "Do you want to be the next Captain America?" Sure, whatever.
You're going to answer yes if it's anything like that. So
Right.
That's the second PR thing they've pushed that was like, oh, they want to be this character, and they never were running for being cast.
Okay, look, let's try. I know we talked about this before, but let's actually try and distinguish the reason as to why. The only reason a lot of
Twilight
idiots online, yes, thank you, Ebola. The only reason people were pushing for Hunter Schafer to be Zelda is just because she looks. Four lights. There are four lights. Looks similar to Twilight Princess Zelda, which. Fine. Facially speaking, the similarities are there, but there's a big distinction. Zelda doesn't have a penis. All right.
There's also
another thing is most likely they weren't gonna.
I scour the Rule 34s.
I'm like, I don't have to play
the
game. That's still a dude.
Yeah, the thing is, most likely they weren't going to use Twilight Princess for the movie, and people were basically betting everything on Twilight Princess.
The most likely aesthetic we're going to be seeing is Breath of the Wild, just because of how popular that game and Tears of the Kingdom are. But again, like bringing it back to Blade Runner. Yeah.
I was gonna say let's wrangle it up and bringing
it back to Blade Runner. Basically, this show, aesthetically speaking, it looks fine. It looks like it matches with the Blade Runner universe. But again, I don't feel anything for this because of the actor decisions that they're going for. All right, the premise sounds mildly interesting. Replicants managed to revolt against mankind. Now they're the ones in charge of the planet. Humans are being hunted. So now the whole role reversal thing is occurring. It's interesting because, yes, they've made mention of replicants rebelling against humans before. So now it's happening again. Fine. But the casting choice doesn't sell it for me. What, Hunter Schafer is the only human that's trying to somehow survive in all of this? Like,
I get it.
I don't care.
I get it. The replicants, they're going to be they're literally LGBTQ people. They're being hunted. That's how they're going to portray this fucking
humans?
show.
You mean the humans?
The humans are hunting them because they're LGBTQ.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think that. I think it's just crappy writing.
Think about it.
It could be two things at the same time. I'm not saying either one of them is wrong.
What they're going to do is because they casted Hunter Schafer as this replicant, that this replicant is going to get hunted, and they're going to say that's the plight of the LGBTQ community, is because the people they're hunting them are MAGA. That's how they're gonna betray this fucking shit. I guarantee it. That they're being hunted because of they're being different. That's what they're trying to do.
Now, if they roll out a slogan to make Earth great again, and they call it Mega, that'll be a bit on the nose there.
They might.
Welcome to Mega Earth.
Mega Earth.
Oh God, Mega Earth.
Welcome, Mega Earth.
I think it's just like somebody's just a Blade Runner fan and like just wanted to do their own spin on it or whatever because they couldn't get their own thing.
They think they can make money off it, and they're not too concerned with quality. If they think they can make money off it, it could be as simple as that. Sometimes we do give these masterminds too much credit, and it's like, oh well, who do we need for this? Yeah, cast Hunter Schafer, whatever.
Right.
You got his freaking role from what is it, Euphoria?
I think. I don't know.
There you
go.
Think about Amazon shows are like they're hit and miss. Like, for all you know, like this could be a classic or a banger, as they say.
A sleeper hit or something. Yeah.
I mean, I could separate art from artist there.
Yeah.
Freaking Reacher is great, but Alan Ritchson is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he's funny. You mentioned that actually because
we talk about that right now.
Speaking of Alan Ritchson,
thank you very much for that transition.
Speaking of psychopaths,
speaking of psychopathic actors,
relax here, man.
I'm sharing it right now.
Well, I could have brought up Hunter Schafer if you wanted to talk about transitioning.
But since
there's only 4 lights,
this is coming from Breitbart News. We have Alan Ritchson saying that people should hold on to their anger about oppressors like Trump and the Catholic Church. Quote, so somebody wakes up in a pool of their own teeth and blood. Now, before anybody jumps to the conclusion, he'll talk about this, but this is something he heard from Guy Ritchie because he was working with him before for Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I'm just supposed to let go of my resentment that this effing guy is just R-wording the world that he lives in for whatever gain he personally can have. Let's see what good old Jack Reacher here has to say then.
And if you're a neighbor, you need to watch yourself.
On Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And one of my favorite things about working with him is he's an intellectual. He said at one point, he goes, I think everybody should wake up in a pool of their own teeth and blood. At some point, all of us.
He really amped it up.
He goes, I think it would make the world a better place if everybody did, right? And I was like, at the time, I was like, no, that's like such an Old Testament God kind of thing. And like, there's a whole
sounds kind of based on that.
We should love everybody. And he was like, so vehemently disagreed. And since that point in time, so many things have happened in my life where I'm like, it would be so much better if everybody woke up. Look at the politics that we deal with right now. Like the White House is in ruins. A fucking UFC cage on the lawn. And like,
hey, what is UFC?
What's more American? Well, pause it. What's fucking more American than having a fucking UFC fight on the front lawn of the fucking White House when you had fucking Biden hosted bunch of fucking trains and shit that were naked, 4 lights, naked
we lost
at the fucking being naked on the fucking at the White House and shit. But yeah, Trump can't hold a fucking UFC event. Fuck you.
I'll put it to this. One, people have been much less afraid of getting punched in the mouth since the internet, and they are talking so much shit. So I could see the fucking point of teeth and blood and waking up in it. A lot of people are writing checks that their chins cannot cash.
Well, okay, that's Guy Ritchie himself that says that. So in that instance, when you're talking about the whole world kind of getting that kind of feeling, all right, I can actually get behind that because at least that means a couple people, like you say, who are writing checks that they can't cash would think twice before they open their fucking mouths. Like, case in point,
most
this motherfucker
polite
here.
place on the planet is not a church. It's gun ranges in any particular one of the 50 states that has gun ranges. There's nobody using horrible sarcasm and calling people names they shouldn't be calling them in that. Because the situation the situation can get a little too real really fucking fast. But as for the other part where he's saying that the White House is in shambles because of that, like I get the equivalence he's probably making with like bringing the Roman arena while Rome is falling near the Senate. I get that.
Yeah.
Saying that, as Phantom brought up, you were pretty fucking silent for the past 4 years before Trump.
Yeah.
So until you bring that up in the same fucking breath, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Because I'm perfectly content to hear people say all the shit that Biden had on there, all the freaking gay lighting they put on the White House, all the events they had that were unprofessional on the White House lawn through Biden and Trump. This is a office of government. There shouldn't be any of it. I can respect that opinion, and I can understand where you're coming from that.
But come on, man. The UFC lawn thing, that was pretty cool. You can't say that.
I do personally think it's cool, but I could see where they're coming from to where, like, no, there shouldn't be any of the shit that Biden did or any of the shit that Trump did. It's a place of political power. It should be above all that. I can see that point. I disagree with that point, but I can see where that is coming from.
Right.
Anyone else, or continue the video?
Continue the video. Go ahead.
And no consequences. Nobody asked. It wasn't done legally. There's no plan in place. Now you're asking for money. It's like
it was perfect.
What are we doing?
Right.
And there's no consequences. And so like
all
I'm
this
just
was
supposed to
done
let go of my
privately as
resentment
well,
that
too.
this
It's
fucking
not like
guy
they took American
is
tax
just
dollars to
raping
make
the
this.
world that he lives in for whatever gain he personally can have. And I'm supposed to
I
let
really
that go.
hope that the
And
elephants
then what? It
get Warner
fucking still
Brothers.
exists.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not gonna let him go. I fucking hate it. I hate that shit still lives in the world, unabated, unchecked, unresolved, uncleansed. Look at the Catholic Church and like the predatory behavior that is just going completely unmet. With those victims
I don't
that are
understand
still,
the
like,
random pot shot
unheard,
he does with the Catholic
unseen,
Church here. I
no
don't get,
forgiveness, no resolution. No.
Pause whenever. But one, for Trump, he's the only president in the modern fucking era who has lost money.
Right.
The only one since at least Reagan who has lost money in office. I don't want to hear, he's doing this to enrich himself. He came out poorer, and he's probably going to come out poorer the second time if he lives that long. He's up there in years. He does look like he'll be fine, but let's be real. A heart attack can get you whenever. As for the Catholic Church, I don't have a problem with Catholics. I have an enormous problem with Catholic leadership. Your fucking Pope is a moron.
In that instance, I'll agree. Like, there's an issue that happens with Catholic leadership. I don't get this random gripe that he starts going after them. It's like it's this like how do I put it? It's like needing to have to go after everybody that's on the right, which of course the biggest two targets on that would be either Trump, of course, or of course the Catholic Church.
Religion,
like, not even the Catholic Church, the church in general.
I mean,
but isn't this guy? Does this guy claim to be Christian?
But isn't he gonna? But he won't. But he won't talk about the 6-point David Starr people. Just saying.
To be fair, where does he work? I kind of understand him not wanting to.
Oy vey, shut Kreese down.
You know, I'm not going to say anymore. I don't need.
When he retires, we might hear some spicy takes.
I'm just gonna say this. I did not like fall asleep and I couldn't get back up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, pure. And what is releasing the fucking resentment gonna do for the world? Like, I think we should hold on to some of that anger so somebody gets Guy Ritchied and wakes up in a pool of their own teeth and blood.
All
you
right.
sound so beta, man. You sound like a little girl right there.
The person that claims to be Christian isn't the whole point of letting the resentment leave? Isn't that the whole point?
Well, all right. The quick
which one how you want to take it? I'm gonna let you say it.
The long and short of it, basically, when it comes to the whole forgiveness thing, is that forgiveness is more about you letting that built up resentment and anger go away from you and say you forgive the person. But obviously at the same time, it's not a matter of just like a blanket forgiveness. It's like, oh, you wronged me, I'll let you go. There still needs to be some level of punishment behind it. Righteous punishment. But that's besides the point as to what, retard Reacher here is trying to say.
I just find it a little, he claims to be this, but everything he does is the complete opposite of what he.
You know what it is. I loved it when actors didn't open their fucking mouths.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, I will even say that I think the internet like got rid of the mysteriousness of
I think
actors and
I would
actresses.
say the internet, being the internet and having them have these opinions, is a blessing and a curse. One,
Yeah.
you start to lose respect for some of them actors, which is going to happen. But at the same time, you realize what they believe and how they think and how they would treat you and think about you.
It helps cull the wheat from the chaff, basically.
Yeah.
You don't follow
Yeah.
people who if you met them in real life, would actually hate you and want to see you
I've
dead.
always said this: don't meet your idols.
Yeah.
Don't meet your idols.
Oh, too late for that. I already
will,
met Eric July.
I will.
I met plenty of my idols. Usually they were pretty good or whatever, but like for the most part, like just depends on the person, to be honest with you. But once again, with social media, back in the day, like we didn't know about celebrities. Celebrities were like, oh my goodness, like you read it in the magazine, you're thinking like, oh man, they got this lifestyle and they're so cool, and like us peons can never get close to these people. But now they're just a camera or a microphone away from just saying something.
Even back then, all that you saw on social media was just like, I don't know, a picture of them going downtown or something, or maybe a food that they had at a restaurant or something. They never really talked about their personal beliefs on things.
They're too opinionated. They're too opinionated right now, and it's fucking scary.
It's the most dangerous thing is if you have a microphone and a camera. If you're a celebrity,
go ahead, Vatlaaw.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say this from Madam Webb for every Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney, who inevitably both won that fucking movie because they knew it was dog shit before it came out and they were making fun of it immediately. For every one of those two, there's about 100 celebrities who failed the fucking PR course.
Right.
And granted, both of them, like, the difference between Sweeney and Dakota Johnson, the biggest problem Dakota Johnson has is she was a 9 standing next to a 10. That is the absolute biggest problem she had.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't she in, what was it, 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes.
I would have to watch that movie to know that. And yeah, sorry, I'm not.
I didn't. I just know. I just remember she was in it.
Ebola, you live it now. You live it now because you get cut every fucking night because Sophie's with a different guy every night.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
For the Homies podcast, do not condone nor endorse the words said by Phantom X.
Zach Kreger. Anybody want to talk about Zach Kreger or whatever?
Yes, I absolutely would love to talk about this.
Yeah,
did he wake up in a pool of his own blood and teeth?
He's going to one day, honestly, because at this point he kind of deserves it with what he's saying in regards to Resident Evil. This is coming from Discussing Film, and I got it shared. Just pull it up when you can, Ebola.
Yeah, got it.
Zach Kreger addresses criticisms of including modern phones and snow in his Resident Evil film. So let me give a quick backdrop. We've already discussed this before when they first introduced the trailer for Resident Evil, but Zach Kreger has gone on record basically saying that his film Resident Evil is going to take place simultaneously along with the events of Resident Evil 2, as well as Resident Evil 3 in that instance, of course. But that means that his film is supposed to be taking place in late September to early October of 1998, which would put it squarely into the fall season. Yet for some reason, Raccoon City is covered in a bunch of snow and it's winter. And this dude here, this random medical courier, who's our protagonist, also happens to have a smartphone with on it and everything.
In 98?
Okay.
In 98.
Isn't one of the Resident Evil games they do drop a nuke on Raccoon City? So could this be nuclear winter?
They drop it in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, and they drop it. They drop the nuke after the events of those two games occur. So there's no reason why this would be a nuclear city or nuclear winter city or whatever. Especially considering why are they sending a medical courier to a city that got nuked by the U.S. government? That doesn't make sense.
You're right.
But go ahead.
Smartphone in 98 though. Like
they did have there were the Nokia brick phones in 98. There were not smartphones. The first smartphone that came out was what? iPhone in 2008.
2006,
I thought it was 8. I'm not sure.
2007, I think it was around there. The first
Yeah.
iPhone, I believe it was around that time.
There were the
Anyways.
Nokia brick phones where you could basically play Snake. And
Yes,
There's
I
also
remember
there's
that.
also the
weapons,
smartphones.
mass
There's
destruction, Vatlaaw.
yeah.
Those were-
Oh yeah, that's true. There's also the smartphones that had the keypad though, but that's not really a smartphone.
The sidekicks.
Yes,
Sidekicks. I know which one
yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah.
And the Blueberry or Blackberry.
Blackberry.
But anyway, he is quoted. Zach Krager's quoted as saying, "I took liberties to tell a story that I wanted to tell and make the movie look the way I wanted it to look. I think it looks really fucking cool to see a horror movie in the snow." Okay,
That's
that
the
sounds
reasoning.
kind of
I don't have
interesting, Zach.
I
But
don't
here's
have
my
as big a
question:
problem with the snow.
why are you not making your own fucking movie?
I
to
think he
do
wanted
that?
to, but I think
That
he
might
wanted to
not
do
be
that.
his decision.
No,
In fairness.
No, we've
no.
we've
Well,
talked.
here's the thing, though.
We've talked about this a million times. This is a fucking movie they slapped Resident Evil on. They
Yeah.
slapped
Yes.
the name on it.
Yeah.
Zach Krager already wrote a script that
Mm.
was going to play similarly to this, but it was easier for him to get it off the ground by
It's a Joker
slapping the
situation.
Resident Evil name on it.
It's a Joker situation. Yeah,
You mean
I
like
was gonna say-
with Todd Phillips? You mean?
yeah,
Yes.
with Todd
Oh,
Phillips.
okay,
It's
okay.
just another Joker situation. And yeah,
Somehow with the Joker situation, it played much better than what we're seeing here. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
I was
It's-
gonna
there were
say,
people still angry beforehand with it being Joker, and you could obviously tell that it wasn't.
but
Like
it
there
ended
was
up
no
working.
mention of Batman. Yeah, it's there were people mad beforehand. Now the movie
Right.
saved it, but
Yeah.
letting it get back to his point.
I was gonna say Hollywood just learned the wrong lesson. That's all they did. It's like because he did. I mean, even though I think Weapons was like cool for what it was, however, still confused about the film. But
Okay.
it's not a bad film. It's not a bad film. He did good. That was the original IP. That was something different. He did something different.
Right.
But then Hollywood came around and said like, well, hey, that was a hit, man. How about you go ahead and do this Resident Evil movie? And of course, he ain't gonna turn down free money. However, he's not gonna tell you like,
If he knows how to do horror movies,
yeah,
it's not really all that
Yeah.
difficult to adapt
yeah,
Resident Evil from 1996 or Resident Evil remake from
Yeah.
2002 into a movie. A lot of people, everybody says that it's impossible to
Yeah.
try and do a one-to-one faithful adaptation. That why would we want to sit and watch for 2 hours? Basically, what you could play in, like at the comfort of your own home. It's like, do you think most normal general audiences bother to try and fucking play video games? Most of the time, they know this stuff because they watch the movies that video games are based off of, which sometimes that's a good thing because you have Sonic, you have Sonic the Hedgehog, and those movies do a good job at like trying to adapt a literal bare bones story and add more meat to it. But then you get shit like this, or worse yet, you get stuff like House of the Dead back when Uwe Boll made that, or you get something like The Last of Us, where rather than adapting the story you saw from the games, which was actually good in part one, you just change all of that so it matches what Neil Cuckman wanted to make with the HBO show. But it's not difficult to basically take an abandoned mansion, fill it with zombies and bioweapons, get a police special task force to go into said mansion and investigate it, and make a 2-hour movie out of that. It's not difficult to do.
It's not hard to make a zombie survival fucking film. There's millions of them.
Yeah.
I think this is what happened. He his weapons did good.
Right.
However, he got a lot of money off of that or whatever. And I think the Hollywood studios saw that or whatever, because they don't really want to do new IP stuff. Like, you watch, I guarantee you with the guy that does Obsessions or whatever, like they're going to hit him up for a horror movie. I guarantee you and everything. It's going to happen or whatever. But, But I'm gonna say this. I think if he wanted to, I think he probably had no choice but to do this movie, or whatever, so he can do his next indie movie that he wants to do. I think he's just playing the game, in my opinion, or whatever.
I think
I
my thing
guess.
is,
I
I
don't
think my
know.
thing is that if you're gonna make a fucking movie, don't slap fucking Resident Evil on it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Don't slap any.
And-
Yeah, I agree.
No, just
And I
don't
wanna-
slap any franchise on it.
And I want to address this one last bit as well too, because I've been seeing a lot of people like coming out of the woodwork. A bunch of these Zach Kreger, like, knob slobbers, all basically saying, "Oh, you want, faithful adaptation of Resident Evil? Go watch Welcome to Raccoon City." Oh, wait, that failed horrendously in the box office. It's like, you dense motherfuckers. Welcome to Raccoon City. Try taking Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2 and fucking mash them together into a smorgasbord of absolute bullshit. All right? That's not what we're talking about when it comes to adaptation. But these people like to try and use that as an argument, as a gotcha. It's not a gotcha. I'm sorry that your sub IQ level, smooth brain, dick sucking, mouths are so occupied with pleasuring Zach Kreger, but that is not how you make an adaptation.
No.
Anyways, that's enough of the weird fellatio talk.
I know it's a terrible movie, but Army of the Dead, right? Fucking Zack Snyder, with the fucking zombies take over fucking
right, Las Vegas.
Yeah, that right there could have been they could have slapped Resident Evil on that fucking shit if they fucking wanted to.
Sort of. It just gets kind of weird because of a lot of the more sci-fi stuff that Zack Snyder tries putting into it. Like, he puts like time travel and time loops in it, Groundhog Day kind of stuff, and then some of the zombies are robots, and it's like it. I get what you're trying to say, Phantom. With that, it's just also kind of weird because Zack Snyder almost started throwing a bunch of things into it that he likes when it comes to the zombie genre. So it started because I watched the movie myself. There's parts of it I do enjoy, and then there's other parts of it where it's like, what the hell are you doing here, Zach?
I like the tiger. I like the zombie tiger.
Yeah, okay, zombie tiger's awesome. I will say that. Yes, I like the zombie tiger.
What I'm trying to say is Zack Snyder, if they would have come to him and be like, well, maybe you need to throw Resident Evil on it, would he do it? Most likely. Most likely he probably would have. But
his fans will suck it up.
But the thing,
that's true.
You cannot fucking throw. You can't make a zombie movie and just say, "Oh, it's Resident Evil." You just fucking can't, because you have a movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it's Blood and Snow, about zombies that are Nazis and shit. Like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
And like, you could like every time you see a zombie movie, everybody's like, "Was it Resident Evil?" Is it? No, it's not Resident fucking Evil. Fucking weasel.
Weasel. Hope you're doing good, brother.
I guess we can get into.
Go ahead.
Speaking of another idiot director, let's talk about not Dave Filoni. The other one,
Feige.
Ryan.
Oh,
which one?
Okay. Let me.
What are you talking about now?
Kevin Feige.
Yes, he's saying idiot director, and there's. This is a smorgasbord to choose from.
I went through Dave Filoni and Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, I was gonna say
idiots.
Yes,
the rest of the show is pretty much Marvel, so we could go Kevin Feige all the way to Comic-Con.
This is this
just the Marvel section of this.
Yeah,
I'll put it like this: Amy Pascal's name is still splattered all over Spider-Man, and she's been gone for years.
Yeah.
So
what exactly happened with Kevin Feige, other than him not doing the
called
movie?
Himself a loser. He said there wasn't
enough
lead up to Thanos.
Okay. So all right. So that's one I have. Popped up right now.
Is it that or the Blade movie?
We talked about Blade last week.
So that was last week. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this is coming from Avengers Updates. I just literally pulled it up. It says Kevin Feige addresses fans saying that Doctor Doom has no buildup compared to Thanos. The Thanos buildup has built up in people's heads over the years. He sat on a chair at the end. He put on a gauntlet and said, "I'll do it myself." And he yelled at Ronan on a video screen briefly. I don't remember him yelling at me.
I was going to say,
Ronan the Accuser?
Okay. So what he's trying to say is that Doctor Doom has a better build-up that Thanos didn't have one. Is what he's trying to say.
That's the most stupid take ever.
It doesn't make sense because the build-up began ever since 2012's The Avengers. That build-up began with Thanos there, where you see his face at the very end of the
That
film. You have
grin.
the
That grin. That fucking grin. That fucking grin.
in 2012 Avengers, you got the what's his name? The other, I think, is his little henchman's name. He's like, humans are unruly, unfit to be ruled. To challenge them is to court death. And then that's when Thanos turns his face, and you literally see big fucking grimace, purple chin on him and everything. And it's like, holy shit, we're getting Thanos. And then we get the second appearance of him in Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's working with Ronan the Accuser to try and find the Power Stone. Then we see him again in Age of Ultron, post-credit scene. Grabs the Infinity Gauntlet. Fine, I'll do it myself. His ship shows up in Thor: Love and Thunder, which leads not directly into Infinity
Ragnarok.
War.
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. My bad. I'm getting all these movies mixed up now. Shows up in Thor Ragnarok. Then it leads into Infinity War. Finally, we have the big reveal. But the point is that the shadow of Thanos was always there throughout those 3 phases. Yeah. Dr. Doom's sudden appearance here with Doomsday doesn't make sense because you're talking about another important villain. I know what was it? I think a couple people on our side of this whole conversation, like Gary from Nerd Erotic, I think he says he's not as big of a villain, which I would kind of disagree. Doom's a pretty formidable villain, since oftentimes the Fantastic Four have to work together to fight him, or the Fantastic Four and the Avengers have to come together to fight him.
And X-Men.
And X-Men too. I think Dr. Doom is a pretty formidable foe that you can introduce. But again, you have to have some kind of buildup. Yeah. But they had no buildup because they had one particular plan, which was Kang. And Jonathan Majors kind of fucked that plan up with a lot of the controversy.
1-800 slap a snow bunny. Wait, what?
Having to go to horror.
The thing is, Dr. Doom is he is a major villain, but he is not on Thanos level villain. He's
not. But he's a big villain, which you could
top 5
build up if they wanted to do something like this. The reason that they're doing this, though, is because they never introduced the Beyonder. The Beyonder is the guy that does the whole battle world kind of thing and initiates Secret Wars. But they're not introducing the Beyonder. Instead, they have Doom be the one that's kind of handling this. Which
Doom becomes God Doom. He becomes God Doom.
Yeah. That's what they're doing. Which I don't know if you guys are interested, but we can discuss it. We have the full detailed leak of the whole plot for Avengers Doomsday. I don't know if anyone here is interested in.
Are they still going after channels for it?
They're still hitting channels for it. They're still hitting channels for it.
Okay, so they are still hitting channels for it in that instance. I won't pull the whole thing up. But
as it turns out, we don't have all the
actually. As it turns out,
they may be out there for you to find.
I will just simply pull up this one little link here. It's not going to be the whole thing.
If you guys join the For the Homies Discord, Ronan will drop the leaks in there.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, these are the totally not leaks.
So right here we have a very detailed plot leak for Avengers Doomsday has leaked on Reddit. And then the quote tweet that follows over here actually discusses the whole plot reveal, basically, which I have dropped at the For the Homies Discord. If anybody's interested in checking that out, of course, you come and join the For the Homies Discord. Yeah. But anyways, the basic gist of it is a lot of the other leaks that we've been seeing recently are pretty much true. We're getting Toby Spider-Man at the beginning. Yeah. We're getting Hugh Jackman as Logan, as Wolverine. Deadpool shows up as well, too, in the film. Yeah. Toby's universe gets destroyed. Cut to title card, Avengers Doomsday. Loki visits Steve in the past, tells him his actions are causing an incursion, has to send him to another universe, sends him to the Fantastic Four universe. Fantastic Four meet with him and Dr. Doom to explain the whole incursion thing. Thor manages to scrounge up the other heroes in Earth 616, and they all come together to try and figure out how they're going to stop the incursions. They decide they need to build cannons in the 3 surviving universes, which is the X-Men universe, the main Marvel universe, and then Earth 828, which is the Fantastic Four universe. So that happens. Loki, Thor tells Thor wants Steve to take him to the TVA because the TVA is in this just so he can meet with Loki again. Loki's dead. TVA is all destroyed. They find out Doom is the reason that's doing this. Doom traps them all in the X-Men universe. That's why we see that clip with the Sentinels. So it turns out that whole thing wasn't actually AI. That was actually true because you have Shang-Chi, you have Gambit there, you have a bunch of the X-Men. They're all fighting together to stop the Sentinels.
Chris Gore all confirmed all that before even the trailer even dropped.
The thing is though, isn't the Sentinels Doom makes them into Doom bots? They're giant Doom bots.
No, they are actual Sentinels, but the Doom bots do exist in the third act of the film. I'll get to that real quick. So a couple of the heroes in that whole battle sequence die. You have Mystique basically gets killed off. I don't believe Yelena dies. I think she survives. A couple of
all the new Avengers.
I think Ant-Man dies.
Yeah, Ant-Man is gonna die. All the new Avengers. Put it this way.
If they have a contract, they stay in.
If you were part of Kevin Feige's phases 4 and 5, you're still alive. They're alive for the most part. Now, and if you're a person,
if they kill Shang-Chi, I will letter grade up this movie.
If you are a person of color, aka the Wakandans, you're safe. You already seen you're already.
It's funny you mentioned that because they do try to meet with the Wakandans, and then the Wakandans have to meet with Namor and his people.
And shoot his shot.
And
his shot with Sue.
Victoria Alonso.
Yes, I was going to say if he tries shooting his shot with Sue, which ties again to the whole bullshit between Namor and Sue Storm in the comics. Oh God.
Well, this was
once again, thank Jack Kirby for that fucking.
That was Jack Kirby that did that?
Yes.
Well, not just that. Think 10 years of bitching about, why didn't they go through the comic books and not realizing, oh shit, there's some really bad runs out there.
Yeah. So Act 2 ends with Steve getting captured. Doom tells him his whole plan, that he had a family in his own universe. He had Sue as his wife and children. They all died because of him coming into the universe and changing everything because he was experimenting with multiverse stuff. So then he basically takes his son, who's like 10 years old, Steve's son, who's like 10 years old at this point, kills him right in front of him. Yeah, that's a big shocking part. And then this is also where we're revealed that at Doom's fortress in Latveria, he has the Doom bots. He's assembling them for an army because he knows the Avengers and the Fantastic Four and the X-Men are coming for him. This is also where we see that Doctor Strange is here as well, along with Clea. You guys remember in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, that post-credit
Doctor
scene
Strange's mom,
where they show up, Clea shows up.
Yeah.
And those two just decide to jump into the dark dimension because apparently something crazy is going on. Yeah, I guess that shit was Doom, and Doom manages to easily overpower them because now they work for him, as well as Death is there as well, too. Literally Death. And there's a third character that's those are supposed to be the three witches. Go ahead.
We weren't going to discuss spoilers. Ronan goes over the whole.
Wait.
That's what I'm just saying. I'm trying to spare people.
Wait a minute.
Gary already talked
Wait a
about all
minute.
this. That's what I'm saying.
Fucking.
Public information.
Okay. Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom does have magical abilities, but he's no sorcerer fucking supreme. Unless he's already got the Odin Force, because that's how he gets God. He takes the Odin Force. That's how he becomes a god.
That doesn't even matter in this universe. It's Marvel now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No,
it don't matter.
We're still a couple steps above James Gunn.
Hey, Ebola, pull me up on full screen because I'm gonna mute and I'm just gonna rage for a minute.
The Ancient One is one of the other witches as well too.
Feel free to add your own audio over this.
Yep. Have fun. Have fun with it.
Boring. You're boring.
boring.
Every time I play a new Bethesda game and I want to immerse myself in a new world, you give me California bullshit.
But yeah, so then we get to Act 3 as to what happens. You can pull back Ebola. Yeah. So we get to Act 3. This is where we really get to the whole fucking smashing your action figures together like you're a 5-year-old, where you have everybody fighting everybody, X-Men and the Avengers and
It's
the
dumb.
Fantastic Four, fighting the Doombots, fighting Hulk,
It's
fighting
dumb.
Doctor Strange. It's fucking stupid.
It's
It's
dumb.
whatever. The
This
one
sounds
thing
like this
the
sounds
one
like they have
thing I
no
will give
clue
them
what they're
props
doing.
for, this is what I'm saying is that, and look, I'll get to my point soon enough on all this, but the one thing that I kind of find cool is that Sentry literally tries holding the physical incursions, apart with his bare hands, which is like, okay, that's kind of cool. It shows that Sentry literally is like, one of the most powerful heroes in Marvel, which I'm inclined to agree
Except
with. I
he's
would say he
depressed
is.
half the time.
Well, no, that's the thing. Apparently in this, they get rid of the Void completely.
Yeah.
Like Void's gone. It's just
They
Sentry.
can't do that. They can't do that.
It's the
They
MCU,
can't.
bro.
That's not how it works.
Read
Oh
the
my
plot.
God.
Read the plot details.
Marvel doesn't care about what makes
They don't
sense.
care
Ladies
about
and
you.
gentlemen, join the For the
Literally.
Homies podcast to read the full plot details. It's here on
Literally-
X.
Literally, the Void is him. It's his dark half. They can't get. Oh my God, this is so fucking stupid.
When did they? Hey, remember Kevin
stop him.
Feige said he knows about the comic books. He reads the comic books. That's where he's getting his
He
source
don't
material.
know shit. He don't know shit.
Okay, so as if
Stop
it
reading
doesn't
Heather
make
Antos,
any
you
better,
dumbass.
it just basically ends with the heroes
Losing.
tried as they could. They all lose. Doom wins. All of
And they
reality
erased
is
their
rewritten.
memories.
Battle
Never-
World is created. He
Yeah.
is God Doom, controls them all, erases their memories.
Yeah.
That's that. And then we get the post-credit scene where turns out Wolverine and Toby Spider-Man are still alive
Still alive.
with their memories.
Yeah.
The heroes will return in Avengers Secret Wars.
Secret
Dun,
Wars.
dun, dun. There we go.
I'll tell you right now, if you guys want to watch fucking Secret Wars, go watch Spider-Man the animated series. They did better than this shit.
They actually did.
Yeah.
But let's just get to the Comic-Con news or whatever. Like, you have Ghost Rider. We have the son of T'Challa. Not Black Panther, the son of T'Challa, or whatever.
Did you guys not cover that last week or?
No, this is new
that-
information.
Oh, this was just this past
that-
weekend. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. My
Yeah.
bad. Okay.
I
Let's
am
actually get
I'm
to some
interested.
Some
I'm
good Marvel news. We might as well.
I have to say the logo for Ghost Rider looks like shit, and somebody fixed it up, put a little yellow in it. Looks pretty good with the flames and stuff. I'm interested to see Ryan Gosling play Johnny Blaze. He is playing Johnny Blaze. That has been confirmed.
Ebola, pull it up. I got it. I'm sharing it right now. Yeah. So yes, Marvel Studios officially announces that Ghost Rider is entering the MCU, and we got the literally me guy himself, Ryan Gosling,
Mhm.
starring in Marvel Studios' Ghost
Could
Rider,
have been Black Panther.
directed by Sean Levy. Now,
Yeah, the movie's
That
not going to
logo
be that
is
good.
shit.
that's the name that
Yeah.
everybody keeps pointing out. Look, I understand people don't like Sean Levy. I'm still trying to figure it out because I
Deadpool
kind of like.
Wolverine.
I liked
Deadpool
it. I like
Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know where the issues are coming from. I understand people are saying it's too many member berries. I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine. I liked it. People are gonna have their opinions.
I like
I'm-
Deadpool and Wolverine, but like I don't think it's like the best Deadpool out of the trilogy. Because
Oh no, the first Deadpool
one
was so
is
I was
great.
gonna say,
Yeah.
then your choice is the first Deadpool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
I
going to
was
say.
gonna say.
Deadpool number one is goated. Like,
Deadpool
that's-
2 is like.
Well, that's the thing. All the records that Joker broke is what the ones that Deadpool had set like a couple years
Mhm.
prior.
right.
Yeah,
But Ryan Gosling here apparently he says he's a big fan of Ghost Rider. He's like been wanting to work with Marvel
yeah.
to be Ghost Rider for a couple of years now, which is great.
You know-
Oh,
I have some confidence, at least with Ryan Gosling.
he has said he's talked to Nicolas Cage about
Right.
this about playing him, and Nicolas Cage said just go out there and just have fun with it. Just go out there and have fun with it.
You wanna know what's the most funniest part about this is? So let me get this straight, Kevin Feige. You can get a Blade. I mean, you can get Ghost Rider, but you can't get Blade. Okay, man.
Yeah, but
That's
the thing,
all.
the
I mean,
thing-
look,
but the one
That's
thing
all I gotta
is
say.
you can't say that he hasn't tried to do black superheroes because he shoved fucking Black Captain America down our fucking throat.
Well, speaking of black superheroes, actually, Ebola, I got this next one pulled up.
That race swap thing don't even
right.
count, man. But-
Well,
We
and,
also have officially David Johnson as our new Black Panther. He is playing as T'Challa's son for
And they're
Black
doing
Panther
time
3,
skip. They're
being
doing
directed
time
by
skip
Ryan
for
Coogler.
yeah,
it.
he
again.
looks completely unhappy for that announcement. Like,
Yeah.
not
he
like
doesn't
he's
look
celebrating.
confident. In,
Well,
But
like,
maybe it's because for the rest of his career he's going to hear not as good as
Oh.
Chadwick. And in fairness,
Hey.
he could hit a home run, and he probably won't be. And that's not your
That's
fault. That's
true.
just how good Chadwick was.
Right.
Hey, did you see the girl that plays Shuri, who's the Black Panther right now? She was not happy when this dude was called out to be the new Black Panther. She was pissed.
Was
She
Shuri?
was like, yeah.
I mean, I would be. I mean, to be fair to her, I mean, when you're being cast in the next movie in the
Her
franchise,
paycheck went down.
you're getting replaced.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, the
I
thing is to be a little bit, I guess, fair to her. Like you were brought up like in a kind of bad situation. You were cast as the next Black Panther. Then the next movie, you're being replaced instantaneously without really
I don't
much
like
of a run. So I guess
Right.
I'd understand her being a little mad.
I don't really care
She
for
should be
this
happy.
casting because like
I don't either.
we want T'Challa. We don't want the son. We want the actual Black Panther.
I don't know. So
No, maybe we need the actual Campia, not M. Campia U fan, so he can search for Tobey Maguire's dick.
So we can.
Woke.
So
No,
we
that-
can't get Blade and we can't get the actual T'Challa Black Panther. Like,
Well, the problem is they tried to cast somebody as Blade who had gravitas and the ability to say no. If they went with a no-name actor, we would have had a horrible Blade movie that he
Yeah.
played fourth fiddle in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad for Mahershala Ali. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. He honestly
I don't.
deserves
Yeah.
so much
How
better.
long has he been waiting for a
he's-
Blade?
he-
Well,
I'm saying like he's a good actor.
To
That's
be
No,
why.
fair-
he did not
To
get
be
fucked by the
fair.
system. He
Right.
fought back. I respect it.
To be fair, he did play a version of Blade who was Moon Knight in the What If series. He did get to play Blade, so he did get to play the character, but it
That
was
is
a Moon
true.
Knight
I
variant.
I think they end up.
suppose.
They'll bring him back for something else eventually.
I don't
Probably.
think so. I don't think he
was-
doesn't want to do it.
No, he's going to make
he's-
him back up a Brinks truck to his house to
Yeah.
do it, but he'll come back.
Didn't he play Prowler in the animated movies?
No,
no,
he-
that was a different
he-
actor.
He
I
well,
thought-
he,
I
was,
thought-
he was in Luke Cage.
I thought he
he-
played Prowler.
Yeah,
in
no, he
Miles
played,
Morales.
He
Right.
played
Cottonmouth
Cottonmouth.
in Luke-
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Luke Cage.
Oh, Cottonmouth. I thought he played.
Here, let me. I'll take a look real quick. I'm find
I
out.
thought he did in the Into Spider-Verse movies.
Let's
or the
see
first one at least.
here.
Didn't he play Miles's uncle?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, he played Aaron Davis. He played his uncle. Yeah, he played Prowler. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I
All right.
thought. I just wasn't sure. It's been years. since
I got
Oh,
this. Oh, go ahead.
Chris Evans in Deadpool and Wolverine. That's all I got to say.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, there is precedent for playing someone else.
Juggernauts,
Well,
juggernauts.
we can't talk about a lighthearted moment that happened at Comic-Con when Ryan Reynolds showed up as Deadpool in his X-Force costume.
Yeah, how about it? That's
Yeah, that was
probably
pretty
the
funny.
coolest thing yet.
That was pretty cool of him, like just walking around Comic-Con taking pictures of with normal people.
He got to get past
So-
all the bad press his wife put out there.
So the
Yeah,
the thing is, so he was saying about like when's the movie like any like reshoots and stuff. You know damn well Deadpool's in this fucking movie. He's gonna be in Doom. He's in Doom somewhere.
Yeah, he's already.
I
confirmed.
mean, considering that the leaks are out here, Ebola, pull it up real fast.
he's
Considering
already
the
been
leaks are
confirmed
out,
to be.
he has
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
confirmed. But the cool thing is yeah, he was wandering around the halls, like just meeting fans, taking pictures with them. Most people didn't even know this was Deadpool, like
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan-
See, I
yeah.
get the names confused now.
Yeah.
And here he is actually doing the little Q&A when they explain and expand further on Doomsday. It's actually kinda cool.
I died with this. This was so fucking
You get-
funny.
You want to hear it? You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, might as well. Let's hear it. Let's hear it real fast.
Fucking love Ryan Reynolds.
Huge fan. Look at that cast. Thank you. I'm not wearing the Doom mask over this mask because I didn't want to ruin the lines of my Canadian tuxedo. My name is Ricky. That's a mononym like Cher or Madonna. And I'm just cosplaying hard. Huge fan.
Well,
Oh, my
it was
goodness.
like when Bryan Cranston wore the Walter White mask and walked around Comic Con.
Right.
Yeah.
Precedent.
No,
but then again, it was
Andrew
classic.
Garfield did the same
Right.
thing.
No, it's-
like
it's
he just
very
wore a
neat.
normal mask and everything. He was walking
Mhm.
around just saying like he was asking about like the Amazing Spider-Man, and everybody kept on saying, "Man, that movie sucked." He was like, "Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
what was
Poor
so
guy,
funny?
poor guy.
What's so funny? There's a clip on X where he walked up to these cosplayers that were like dressed as Deadpool, and he was walking up to them, just talking to them regularly. And this dude's like, "Man, you sound like Ryan Reynolds." And he says, as Deadpool, he says, "No, Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds sounds like
Ryan
me."
sounds like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
And they were like, "Wait a minute, is that you, Ryan Reynolds?" "No, my name's Wade Wilson."
Yeah.
And he had like a lot of people confused, and then like later on, they showed them like over in the corner, and he pulls the mask off, and this dude that was like, he's a huge Ryan Reynolds Deadpool fan.
Right.
He literally breaks down. He's on his knees,
Oh
like,
God.
holding his hand. Dude, I think hands down what they did to him in X-Men Origins Wolverine. I fucking hated that.
Oh,
what they did to him.
God. We don't talk about that. We don't.
We
bring
don't
it up.
mention that.
It's
All
way
I
in the
need to
past
say-
race now.
But
No,
he
all I
fixed
need to
that.
say,
He
fuck
fixed it.
Tom Rothman.
Yeah.
Fuck you, sir. Fuck
He-
you
he
every day
fixed
you
it.
have a job.
He fixed it. That when the first, like, I love all three Deadpool movies. I love all three of them, and I think Ryan Reynolds was made to play Deadpool. Straight
yeah.
up.
Yes, he was.
yeah." Well,
I
okay.
want to share one last thing if you guys are cool with it, just because I was like a little down because of a lot of like the blackpilling news that was kind of occurring with like, you know, Odyssey being successful, Marvel doing all this continuous butchering of everything we like, right? But I found a nice little bit of white pill that I
White Pool.
thanks. No, not white pool. A nice little
White
white
pool?
pill. Thanks to Ryan and Jay who covered this story earlier today. But there seems to be a little bit of black on black violence and crime going on right now. So this is coming directly from our friends at Geeks and Gamers. And this is written by Marvin Montanaro. Children of Blood and Bone author Tomi Adeyemi publicly denounces Paramount Film, which is the adaptation of her book, Children of Blood and Bone, calls it, quote, the worst thing I have ever had to live through.
I agree.
And we have a screenshot here, of course. Now, I have not heard of this film, at least until Ryan and Jay covered the trailer for it.
Me neither.
But apparently this is a film that, how is it you described it, Phantom? It was Avatar mixed with
It was Avatar mixed with
Black Panther?
yeah,
I
Black
think it
Panther.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
And
well
Woman King is also in there.
also they deal with like magic, and it's like you say, Ronan, it's sticks and sorcery.
Right. But basically, this is a fully original IP. Like, this is all
I think it's
primarily
under
black
George
cast.
Lucas.
Under
I think
George
it's part-
Lucas?
I think
It
I
was
heard.
it was
Yeah,
purchased by Lucasfilm, but then they gave it to
Okay.
Paramount.
Okay,
Yeah.
purchased
Yep.
by Lucasfilm, but then Lucasfilm never released the film. Then
They just kind of gave
Paramount
up on it,
purchased
and then Paramount, they just
Yeah.
kind of gave it off to Paramount.
I
But
already
then
know
here-
there's some
okay.
controversy because of Emmanuel Steinberg being one of the
Right.
characters or whatever. Yeah,
I'd be mad. I'd be mad.
Her being casted
No, 'cause
as a
she's-
character is that she's too light skinned, is what's happening.
she's a
Is-
mixed woman playing. She's a mixed woman that's supposed to be a dark skinned woman
She's
character. or
not
whatever.
dark enough. She's
Right.
half,
Let's
Okay.
see if
half
she
Dutch.
drops
They didn't get the
fucking-
they didn't get the source material correct. That's
Let's
basically
see
what
if
it
she
is.
drops a diss video about it.
Yeah,
Now the thing is so I looked at the trailer at this. I've read some of the book, and I do know some of the story about it. So this girl, she has magical abilities, and it's in a world where they look the king thinks magic is abomination. It's literally the black version of Merlin, the TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said it.
And So this girl has powers, and when I saw it, I'm like, "Is this Game of Thrones?" Because like they have white hair and stuff. I'm like, "Oh no, this ain't Game of Thrones."
Yeah, they ain't Targaryens, basically.
No, they're not Targaryens.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch this for like because it's
Targaryens.
original AP. I mean AP.
AP?
IP.
Shout out to
Original
AP.
IP.
Yeah, this is the
Kreese-
Comic Patriot original.
Kreese,
Yeah.
I would say if you can find the book or get an audio book of it, listen to it because I guarantee it's not going to be the same story.
Probably not.
It's
But I
not.
gotta see
We'll
what I gotta
see.
just. I'm just gonna see if the movie's entertaining.
But-
But
yeah.
But
that
no,
came
but you bring
lot
up a
too.
good
Black Girl Magic.
point though, Kreese, is that yes, this is an original IP. It's not something that they're adapting from an established franchise or an established series. It's something wholly original that they're trying to create, which is
And
kind of an interesting thing that they're doing. That's good. Interesting, however, that they hire this primarily black cast, with the exception, of course, of Amanda Stenberg, as you're describing, that she's mixed race, trying to play a darker, princess type character.
she didn't give up the role either. Surprisingly,
But interesting
I mean-
how they
I
go
mean,
for this
yeah.
majority black cast with zero diversity of other races. But then we get the Odyssey, and suddenly a story that's all about ancient Greek, heroes and
European.
characters and gods is
It
filled
shouldn't
to the
matter.
brim.
It shouldn't matter.
I mean, didn't in the Acolyte, didn't she have to like when she was playing one of the twins, she had to like paint herself darker so they could be told apart?
Did
No.
she?
In the fucking
I don't remember that.
I don't
No.
know.
No.
I don't think so.
No,
One
I-
had-
I wasn't.
Remember-
I don't know
Remember
if
the
I heard
haircut,
that
the
before.
lightsaber haircut?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
Yeah, it was dumb. But
One
we
had
still got-
long hair, one had short hair. That's how they were told apart.
No, Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Whatever.
Oh, right.
So Vatlaaw, how did you feel? How did you feel about it?
I'm still trying to place it. I saw it at 12:30, so I've
Really?
finished
I
the
saw
movie.
mine at
It's around
12.
3:30, which would be about 6 hours ago now.
Yeah.
Immediately, it was no higher than fourth best. Spider-Man 2 is better. Spider-Man's better. Spider-Man No Way Home is better. So it enters the conversation with the ceiling of fourth best Spider-Man movie.
Hmm.
It
Okay.
wasn't offensive to me, but I enjoyed it, but there are plenty of flaws to talk about, which me and Kreese might be about to get into.
Yeah.
I will keep it spoiler free for those who want to see it later. If you want to find spoilers, I'm certain they're out there, but I will not. be
Crickle
attempting to
drinker.
not-
Shut
I
up,
will
Kimbara.
attempt not to give people the chance to see it, because this movie has not been out for days or weeks. It's been out for hours.
Hours. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, this is like the third best Spider-Man movie for me per se and everything. Now I will say, like, I do agree with Chris Gore. It does feel like two movies, however. Because like I talked to some of my other friends that love this movie, and like it's amazing. And it's the best thing in sliced bread. They think it's the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Recency bias, right? However, I think it's okay. I like it. However, it's like it's not offensive. Tom Holland listened to the fans. However, that's when I was really looking at. However, he listened. He had his concerns about how he wanted Spider-Man to be. However, and if Vatlaaw knows what I'm talking about, I know that was a little hard for him to do, but there's a certain character where, man, I was like, oh, he did it. He had the balls to do it and everything, and he did it. Like,
yeah. Well, I will go over the good, and then there's the meh, and then there's the bad.
yeah,
The action sequences in this movie are top notch. They are the
Yes.
best I've seen as far as Spider-Man's concerned, action-wise in the MCU. Probably the best since Spider-Man 2, maybe even a bit
wow.
above that. The action sequences are on point.
yeah.
Tom
I agree.
Holland does give a great performance. Let me look through the cast. John Bernthal does a great performance as Frank Castle. There are some
I have a
parts
question.
toward the end that people may have objection with, but I like them.
So I got a question.
man,
When he
Who the hell
here.
who invited the gimp?
Hey, when he does, because he watched the movie too. So when
Yeah, no, I
he's when the puncher round, does he go? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait. No.
Actually, not really.
I don't think. Yeah, there's no.
He didn't
lines
really do
in
any.
there.
He didn't do the. He didn't. He
Right.
wasn't John Berthold, surprisingly, in this movie.
Evil
Like,
Campia! Fuck Evil Campia!
Oh God.
he actually was. John Berthold actually did pretty good for what he was given. However, so I enjoyed him.
I was gonna say Metzger did pretty well too. I can't really fault anything with his performance.
Yeah.
Going down the rest of it, everybody either gave a meh, it was okay performance, or below that. Well, yeah, I'll say that. I'm not gonna give the nod to the freaking detective lady. Campia, what do you got?
Here we go.
This movie was not a Spider-Man movie. This was a melodramatic, just like look at your life through a lens and what happens when you freaking walk away from the people you love.
There is a very
I'm not going into spoilers. I'm not going into spoilers, but it's
like how it's written though.
Oh, it was written. It's like a melodrama.
It's Gen Z. I will say
it's a melodrama about what happened. Oh, you're not with your friends anymore. Oh, this is your life now. And they didn't. They gave Tobey Maguire the
Tom Holland.
They gave the Tom Holland like it's like you are Spider-Man, and they tried to play off. We know those of us that have read the comics know what he's supposed to be turning into, but that's not what we got.
Well, even those of you who've seen the cartoon know.
So he doesn't become Man Spider where he grows the 6 arms and shit.
I can't say. I'm not gonna say.
That's
a spoiler. That's a spoiler. I'm not gonna say. Sadie Sink's character was the most freaking annoying. Like, I understood the point of her being what she was.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it was just like grow some balls.
I have not seen Stranger Things, but apparently she played the same role she played in Stranger Things.
I was gonna say.
Can I just say one thing without going too far? What Vatlaaw told us, like, one of the biggest plot twists in this fucking movie, and I fucking hate it already.
Yeah,
I hate it.
That was
I'm not saying
pre-stream.
anything. I'm just saying.
Or maybe post stream as soon as we end actually here and talk about it.
For me, this is the fourth, like out of the Tom Holland 4, this is my least favorite. Like, really? I don't think it's a bad movie. I do not think it's a bad movie.
I was gonna say, go back and watch that second movie because, oh boy.
Yeah,
honestly, I prefer the second movie over this one.
Wow.
I prefer the.
Wow.
For me, I haven't like I've only seen Far From Home and No Way Home. I've never seen the first one.
Like Keaton
Homecoming
gives a hell
is my favorite.
Homecoming
is
like
my favorite.
Keaton elevates that movie and it's still good, but he's still Iron Boy then.
Mm-hmm.
I like No Way Home. I like No Way Home more than this one, or whatever. But like,
same.
For me, Brand New Day. I like Brand New Day for what it is, but I'm not gonna lie to say that there ain't no problems in it, like with the whole entire Gene.
Well, it's not a Spider-Man movie. It's a freaking I'm sad Peter Parker movie.
I'll say this: it's half of One More Day that Gary brings up constantly on FNT. And One More Day largely killed Spider-Man comics because half the people.
It's two movies. Like that's where I have to like tell my friends that are not part of this circle or whatever. I would tell them like, dude, it's 2 movies. I don't know what you guys were watching, but it's 2 different movies and everything. I agree with Chris Gore.
So is this like a Spider-Man? It's a Wonderful Life type fucking movie?
I would say no. I would say no, but I would say it definitely has aspects of this is what your life could have been.
I was going to say, I would be very interested to know if this person also wrote Thunderbolts, because there were so many fucking parallels between those 2 movies.
Well, and the cameos were so worthless, man. Like, my theater was just like, like the jokes too. Like my theater was, with the exception of maybe 2-3 scenes, my theater was dead.
I
was
will
just
say
like,
this.
Interesting.
These were the two notes I had. I will say. Well, no, I won't. That's a spoiler. But I will say this: the two notes I can have when you go there. Imagine every Elena scene replaced by Nick Fury.
Yeah.
And that will immediately elevate it.
Yeah.
And imagine Hulk is replaced by Doc Connors, and that should elevate it too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't. It ain't gonna elevate nothing, man. They were worthless cameos. Well, part of
well, that's
part
the
of
thing.
Hulk.
Those two weren't really
part of
cameos,
David. Part of Bruce Banner was needed, but other than that, it's like they were just there to be there.
But
man.
no, they could have expanded by using Doc Connors, and it would have made so much more comic sense.
I want to talk about the spoilers so badly in there, like
it's well, one. We're
so
right
do I,
at 2
but I'm not
hours.
going to do it.
We can do it next week. We can do it next week. It'll be out of the week.
You and your guys next week.
Yeah, I would say I would. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'd say it's a streaming movie. I would not go to the theater and watch this.
I'm gonna rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch it again.
Well, it's Sunday. I'm helping
for visuals, maybe go. If you want the visuals, go to the theater and watch it 3D because they did have some decent 3D scenes. But
Vatlaaw, the director that made this movie, also directed Shang-Chi.
Hey, Campia.
Shang-Chi.
Campia, probably what we do is when you get like a decent quality, I guess I'm going to watch it and get my.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it fall off the truck. No. Let it fall off the truck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I know all about Spider-Man. It's like what Vatlaaw told me about certain things is really fucking annoying.
I can't go into spoilers about it though, but it's just I was about to do a short.
Spoil.
No.
Let me say this much. So let me say.
For me, it was. I was like, wow, this is it.
When it comes to Hulk, they literally do Scarlet Witch over again with the Hulk in this movie. Literally.
No and yes. Like a lot of the Hulk, a lot of the scenes with what's his name, the actor. Oh my god.
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. A lot of his scenes felt like they were just there as exposition to get Peter moving on.
Yeah.
Like the Hulk scenes were a little bit enjoyable, but
I'm gonna say this is.
I will say the action sequences were good. Granted, I think they would have been better with Lizard because the power levels would have matched up better.
Yeah. Because like what was happening in that scene, it didn't matter. Like, why would you keep doing what you were doing, Punisher, if it's not making anything happen?
With Lizard, that shit at least would have mattered.
Dude, even fucking Punisher knows not to fuck with the Hulk.
Well, it's funny that you said that. Gen Z. This is a Gen Z movie. Maybe it's because we're getting older. That's what it is. I'm assume that. However, because I to an extent I do agree with Campia. However, there are some of these parts of this movie where I'm like, okay, yeah, that was
slit my wrist about it.
Yeah, it's like, but then like the comic book side of me is saying like, oh, okay, I like that and everything, and they kind of just say like, okay, so I will say
I understand what they were trying to do, but it just did not connect with movie.
I think if it was a different villain, however, I think I would have like enjoyed it more, however, but I enjoyed it for what it was.
Also, post-credit scene is at the very end, worthless. It's,
I brought up that spoiler with them.
They told us.
It was
6 seconds of nothing.
I'll put it like this: you will go home, you will miss nothing. It might be up on YouTube already.
It's already on YouTube.
It's 8 seconds on YouTube. Go ahead and watch it there because it means
watch
nothing
it there.
To the movie.
Like it's. When the movie was over, I had to run to the bathroom, and then I walked back, and the credits were still rolling. So I'm like, I'll walk back in. The scene played, and my response in front of the whole theater was like, "That was it? Seriously?"
And I always thought that we were supposed to get the fucking symbiote fucking post-credit scene. That's what they were. That was the leaks.
Nope.
But no,
there's nothing. I'll say that as a spoiler. There's nothing symbiote in this movie.
There's nothing symbiote. Even though I'm wearing this shirt. Like
the villain, even the villains, man. The villains were not freaking worth anything. Like the two we got was just like, cameo spots.
Well,
I
and
need to
that's the
rewatch
thing.
this movie again. Like, you
The
know, because
motivation of the villain or
But
villains.
the
One of
villain's
them
not the
makes
villain.
sense.
The main villain is not a villain.
yeah,
Well, and that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense because this
Yeah.
person, to not give it away, goes about it in one of the
they
worst.
already know, man.
Idiotic.
That's
No,
not
no. Here's
spoiler.
the thing. Here's the thing. Cruella
not
DeVille. That's what I'm gonna say. Cruella
Yeah,
DeVille.
okay, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, yeah,
Cruella
The
yeah.
Cruella movie. The Cruella DeVille movie.
Yeah.
Goes about it in a horrible way,
Yeah.
considering how they reveal this villain works.
And here's the thing. I didn't watch any trailers. Only thing I knew was Sadie Sink was in this movie. That's the only thing I knew about this movie. I didn't listen to y'all. I avoided everything. So everything I was going in was blind. I didn't know anything about the character it could be or the character it was. But I knew nothing. And then when I watched it, I'm like, it was just like my whole body just went,
But no, like if I had to
deflated.
rate this one like on a criticalist number to like the 1 to 100 for rating there, like the rating for me probably starts around the 60 to 70 range. Like it may be a little higher than that, but not by much.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there trying to think.
I'm gonna give mine to 80 or whatever.
No, mine's a 55. If you want to go on visuals do take it up to like a 70.
Yeah.
But,
Visuals and action
movie
sequences,
itself takes it
great.
down to a 55.
I got an
writing-
80.
Yeah, it's shot
overall.
very well. It's shot very well.
Yeah, like they do the first person swinging. They did
Yeah.
that pretty well, but that's the thing. It's also like second person at the point because a lot of the time you're looking at Spider-Man swinging. You're not through his eyes. You're looking at him.
And that was
which
just
is
for the
second
3D. That's the
person.
only they needed money for the 3D. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Like I
Which
do
that's
collect.
not
I have a
first
3D
person, which they
TV.
said.
I have a
That's
spare
second
3D
person.
TV, so it does make sense for like people like me. Like I will enjoy that at home doing that, but I just
There was things that I enjoyed about it though. That was just the thing. That's why I'm still giving it an 80 for me per se and everything. Because then there's some stuff where it's like, you know, like to your point, Campia. Yeah, that like we didn't need that. Like that's just annoying. It just feels like a Gen Z movie, like how I felt about Obsession being a Gen Z movie. Like it's Gen Z. Like, you know.
Here's another thing. Rewatch it and notice how much there's more women, and there's more women as the. I don't want to say leads. They're not leads, but like when you see a character that making a point or a character that is in the right, it's mostly women.
Oh yeah,
Like, the cops in the background. The cops in the background of a lot of scenes are all women.
Yeah. Well, Campia, the cop I'm talking about specifically, the second time he runs into Scorpion.
Strong vaginal overtones.
It didn't
Well,
go
that-
extreme with that. It didn't go extreme with it, but
it
it
really
was,
go extreme
you
on
could
that
tell.
one.
You could tell.
Well, here's the other thing. I wouldn't call this a woke movie.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not-
they were
No.
in the
No,
roles.
no. It's
there
not a
was
woke movie.
nothing as far as that.
Okay, I gotta ask one
especially with
question.
what happens towards the end during the revelation period, and it's like, oh,
I got a
that
question. Does Scorpion get his helmet? Does he have
No.
a mask?
no.
Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie.
What you just want to know about the helmet?
it's if we want to equate it to that, it does sort of go to Bully Maguire levels at certain points. Can't be rolling his eyes.
It's one of those things of
Even in the mask, you can tell.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Well, am I wrong?
No. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm gonna say this. I love some of the Toby references. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not like that's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they made a homage.
They don't
to
do it
Toby.
as well, but they don't shit on it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Agree.
Yeah,
They
I
do
love
the
the
same,
homages.
but they
That's what I'm saying.
it is homage to it, but
It's a homage
they do
thing,
not
like,
do
you
it
know.
nearly as well.
Homage. The word is homage.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's an homage.
Homage.
But
Well,
whatever.
You sound like,
Well,
you sound like
that's the thing,
Phantom
it's
when you say it like that.
No. It's
Fuck
homage.
you.
It's
Well,
homage.
can't be-
when you say that,
homage
but when you say
means-
you're
See, that's what I
paying,
was
you're
about to say,
paying
Phantom.
homage.
Homage. Homage.
English
All
is
right.
a stupid language
Just,
sometimes.
not a-
If we don't have anything else, we can start
That's
running
it.
outros because we're going over 2 hours. So
Yeah.
Campia, go ahead and let everybody know what we're doing for matinee this weekend.
I don't know. Do your own outro.
Oh, okay. Well, goodbye.
Well, bye-bye.
All right.
Wow.
Kreese,
Let's
what
meet
you
on
got?
the Discord, where if you want to show up afterwards, we'll go on Discord and discuss them.
Kreese, what you got going on?
So I will be on Anime Nights tomorrow. Anime Nights returns back to the DA's office, so I'm gonna be on Anime Nights with DA, and his crew. Then Saturday, I will be up in Bell County. I am going to meet with Eric July and his crew up there, and also, I mean, my girl Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger, gonna be up there. So I gotta,
I'd say do a nice little stop by the Iconic Comics booth as well too. The guys
Common
that make
America.
Common America, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try.
I actually had stuff from them arrive today. I'd show the box, but I don't have a camera.
Nice. Right,
yeah,
keep going, Kreese.
And also, yeah, I will do my best to make it to Anime with the Homies. Like will all be on my try to make it back in time. Like it's a 4-hour drive. I think I could be able to make it back then. Also Culture Roar videos like Mondays to Tuesdays, Wednesdays Ninjas at night, and yeah, that's it. That's what I got. Nah.
Ebola vote.
Okay. Anyway, I got probably a video tomorrow to kind of make up, I guess. And also, Anime for the Homies. Then Vagabond stream on Sunday. Then usually, if I can find something to talk about, videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with Sophie.
Cuck night.
Cuck night, yeah.
Then the same thing goes for Thursday streams. If I can find something to talk about, I'll stream on Thursdays a few hours before for the Homies podcast, and that's about it for me.
Ronan, vote.
Yes. Yes, of course. Well, underneath the description, as always, I have my link tree where you can find me in all the different websites that I am active on. I have a YouTube, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got a Kick, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got an X, which is Ronan_Crusader7, a little different there. And soon enough, a Rumble, which is Ronan the Crusader. On my own channel, of course, I'm still playing through Resident Evil Requiem. I'm having some good fun on it, playing as Leon. And I'm playing, I know people have some gripes on Resident Evil Requiem. I'm absolutely enjoying it, and I think it's much more true to the source material and true to the canon than whatever the fuck Zach Kreger's going to do with it. But anyways, to do the outro that Camp would have done until he left like a little hoe, tomorrow night on the For the Homies podcast, on the For the Homies Discord, because this is For the Homies podcast. Tomorrow night on the For the Homies Discord, we are going to be watching Kevin Smith's Dogma in order to basically cover Kevin Smith movies in celebration of his birthday, which would be pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty cool. Yes, check out these guys on Saturday night for Anime with the Homies, and check me and the rest of the panel out. Whatever, you get the idea. Well, not the whole panel, but one out of the rest of them anyways. You get the idea what I'm trying to say. Matinee with the Homies on Sunday, 1 o'clock. Check that out when we actually talk about Kevin Smith movies. And I believe this coming Monday is also the return of the Golden Age podcast and Isaac's channel, as we like to say, the Golden Shower podcast. So check that out as well too. Anyways,
Vatlaaw, what you got going on?
All right, tomorrow night I will be streaming with BS Warren on Kick. We'll either be playing Lens Island or Northgard. It depends if the Lens Island multiplayer servers want to actually be functional, which they weren't last week. But, I mean, it's small studio. Shit happens. We still like the game. Sunday, I will say the name of the podcast that Ebola mentions as Vagabonds podcast. At 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I swear it's not hentai on the Runaway Vagabonds channel.
Pretty sure it is.
It is indeed not. We have not discussed, well, we've discussed hentai a little bit, but we're up to about 45 episodes now, and hentai gets brought up 10% of the time.
It got brought up last week. It
got brought up, and it's you go 3 hours on an anime podcast called I Swear It's Not Hentai, and suddenly hentai is a taboo topic. I think not, good sir. Like, we haven't even discussed
Yes, haven't discussed the base. Never mind. Like,
Go over.
continue.
Saying that's Monday, 7:30. It is scheduled, at least scheduled, for the return of the Golden Age Shower podcast. We'll go, what's that, GASP? On Isaac's channel, to which myself and Ronan should be available on that. And that concludes my weekly streaming schedule as far as that. I want to say I do enjoy coming on these podcasts. Thank you all for having me. Looking forward, as always, to the next one where I get to appear as a guest.
All right, for myself, I'm working on a few videos right now. I'm going through, coming through stuff from Comic-Con. There's a few things I'm interested in talking about. Also, we got some news on merchandise for Godzilla -0 that just dropped yesterday or today. That looks pretty cool. I might do a video talking about that. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing, like Ronan said, Dogma. Saturday night, tune in for Anime with the Homies. It's going to be a very, very special episode. We're trying to get Jess on, but there's something else that's going to be announced Saturday night. And we'll see you guys Sunday for a matinee with the homies. So good night, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And we'll be seeing you guys Saturday night for Anime with the Homies. Good night, everybody.
Like the stream, homies.
Don't be gay, yeah.
Don't be gay, AP.
Don't be French, AP. Oh, wait, you